at some point, it's just like I didn't heard that before. And so when you get to that point in your career, when you get to the point where it's always the same people who are having the type of success that you probably knew when you joined this opportunity, when you say yes to this opportunity, who were going to be the all-stars. Are you surprised by anyone that's winning in the organization? Yes or no? Okay, I want you to put yes or no. Are you surprised by anyone winning in this organization? Probably not. All right, can you guys see my screen? Yes or no? Can you see my screen? Yes or no? All
Yeah.
right. And so me
Yeah.
and Nina have been on the phone quite a lot. I mean, we're always on the phone, but what we really talked about in Mastermind is how are we going to take this organization to the next level? Because we can do a lot of motivational training. We know how to do that, right? We can sell, we can scream, we can do whatever it is we need to do. But the bottom line is we need to deal with the facts. So I want you guys to understand we're not rushing this training tonight. All right. It's a free training. It shouldn't be free because most people don't value things that are free, but we believe in the organization. We believe that we have the people that can get this job done. And so, what I want you to type in the comments, what we're going to be training you on is the identity of a 6 or 7 figure leader in the network marketing industry. What you have to understand, guys, is that you will never be able to produce. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. It should be one of the affirmations in this organization that you will never be able to produce something that is bigger than who you think that you are. You will never be able to produce something bigger than who you think you are. Now, what you have to understand about this is that this principle follows you throughout your life, not just in the super patch opportunity, but in life. When you look at a lot of people who learn to dominate in the industry of network marketing or in their super patch business, when you look at these people, they've pretty much dominated in most things that they've done. For me playing professional basketball to coming over to network marketing, I've been able to dominate because of my identity. Now, I want you to understand something. I can't shift your identity until you're willing to forget all the ego that you have about yourself. Everything that you think that makes you you. I want you to pay attention to how deep this is. This isn't a motivational training. I'm going to give you, principle and science behind what I'm talking about. Everything that has every success that you've experienced, where you are right now, is not lack of anything besides cultivation of your identity. So when we scream that we're going to have 1 million ambassadors and there'll be 100 people that are making 6 figures or more in this organization, I was talking to Nina today and I say, here's the thing about that. We can say that as much as we want to, but if people do not have the identity for that position, it is never going to happen for them. Now, on this call, when I'm training, I'm not training you to feel good. Okay, so I want to make that very clear. So if you're ready to shift your identity to the next level, you've got to be okay with being offended. Okay. When you're really ready for change, you have to be okay with being offended. And I battled with coming back on the scene as aggressive as I can. And I told Nina, I told her, I said, I don't really want to hurt anybody's feelings. So I'm gonna stay back. I could get to a 7 figure income on customers and Super Patch. Okay, so when you shift your focus to training ambassadors, what we're really training is the mind. And I told her, I said, I don't know if that's what the people want. So I'm going to ask you guys the question. Do you give me permission to train your mind? If you do, put yes in the comments. If you do not give me permission, by all means, don't take any of my information to heart. I'm talking to the people who are ready to shift their identity. If you look at this picture that is on the screen right now, there's some key things that we're paying attention to. All right, we're paying attention to how do I even cultivate an identity. And the number one issue, okay, with most people is that they're not willing to forget who they are. And so what I want to do is I want to give you an elementary example of what I'm talking about. We have a system right now that can produce you a 6 figure income. I got a question for you because I'm not going to just talk right now. I want you to think. Because in order for us to really cultivate the type of leadership that we need, the individuals that we need, you have to be able to identify what's wrong with you. You have to, I'm going to talk to you like a sister and like a friend every single day. I pull myself apart and I ask myself the question. The last 48 hours, I probably went through 15 book summaries. I mean, and these weren't 10-minute book summaries. Each one was 30 to 40 minutes. And I've probably went through 15 because every single day I'm pulling back the layers of myself, which is the limitation that I have for the goals and the desires that I say that I want. So my question to you is, what is the matter with you? I got a question for you. And I want you to write that question down on a piece of paper. What in the world is the matter with me? Okay. And the answer that I'm going to give you is not what you think. You tell me why that there is a system that requires for you to patch people, record it, and post it. We've already proven that you can get to a six-figure income just on those steps. So you tell me why you don't make six figures. I want you guys to put it in the comments. I want you to think tonight, guys. We're not raising no sheep, okay? I don't want to train any sheep, okay? The sheep are for a different training. So if you got on this training tonight, you're ready to think and you're ready to hold yourself accountable to the limiting beliefs that you have about yourself that is causing for you to hit the glass ceiling of where you are. Now, I want you guys to look at the responses that people say. I want you to pay attention to what people are saying, which I knew most people would say. They're not posting enough. They're not consistent enough. They're not patching enough. My time obligation. Now I'm about to give you one of the Patch 1 Million principles of success. None of those reasons are the reason you don't make six figures. Not one. The reason you don't make six figures in this opportunity, and by measure of success, we're using this system, but I want you to apply these principles in your everyday life. The reason you do not make six figures in the opportunity, and something is always coming up, your inconsistency, your time, your children, you got to fly here, you can't make it on the training, because if you were to show up, what would produce from you showing up is bigger than the concept that you have about yourself. So, what life is always going to do is throw you a distraction or a reason because it's going to put your mind in fight or flight. The mind knows that if you get on a call with me, if you get on a training with Nina, if you get on a call with Nina, if you get on a training with me, and we give you the tools to take you to a six or seven figure income, you do understand that your mind, this is science, this is not no motivational training. Your mind goes into fight or flight immediately because that instruction is taking you to a territory that you're not familiar with or qualified for. So, the first lie that you have to get away from your belief system is that you don't have time, that you're not consistent, that your kids had something, that you ran out of money. No, the way life is always going to have something come up to protect you from entering into a territory that you don't have the capacity for, the leadership for, the confidence for, the self esteem for. See, you got to be humble in order to get to the next level. That's arrogant of you to think that it's your consistency. That's arrogant of you to think that it's because I don't have enough time to hold my phone. I hear all type of excuses. I don't have enough time to hold my phone in your hand. Guys, that's natural language. That's not why you're not doing it. It's because your body is in fight or flight and it's telling you if you do these instructions and if you show up the way that they're telling you to show up, you're going to end in a territory that you're going to be a fraud in. Why would we put you at a six-figure income and when it's time for you to turn around and grab somebody else's hand, you will let time, inconsistency, your emotions, whatever you got going on, limit you from the ability to lead the next person that you have to take to the promised land. So when you're not consistent enough and don't have the self-esteem or the confidence for that territory, it won't let you go either. Well, no, it's really because I had to work. That is not what it is. This is my only prayer for everyone that ever hears me under my voice that the issue is in the natural realm, things show up because it's protecting you from going into a territory that you do not have permission to access. Why would the children of Israel? I'm not going to preach tonight, but I want to tell you something. In the scriptures, why did it say that it took the children of Israel a longer time to get to the promised land? It said because they were bickering and murmuring. That sounds like what you guys are saying in these comments. Inconsistent, boom, boom, boom. They said, but there was a shorter way. But the reason they started bickering and complaining is because they were not the person who were qualified for the promised land at that very moment. So when you're not qualified for the promised land, what life will do is send you in circles and in loops. And every day that you wake up, you're in the same situation, you're in the same position, you got the same volume. As a matter of fact, your volume is decreasing because what you're doing is you're wandering in the wilderness because we can't take you to the promised land yet because you are not the person for the job. So, number one, I want you to get rid of natural excuses. We don't play that game no more. Life is always going to have something come up for you because you don't respect the spiritual realm. Something's going to always come up. You're going to get sick. Something's going to happen with your mama. Something's going to happen with your kids. You're going to get into a car accident. Things will always come up. And let me explain something to you. You have to believe the spiritual realm because it's trying to protect you from entering a territory you are not qualified for. So now I'm going to ask you the question again. Why don't you make six figures with this system? What's the reason? I want you to put it in the comments. What's the reason? Oh, well, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Some not qualified me. That's the only reason. And for every single one of you guys that have an arrogant posture about yourself, the confidence that you have, if you were who you think that you would be further than where you are. So, what I want you to do, every single one of us, when I'm on the phone with my mentors, I don't get to have an ego. As a matter of fact, I don't even have an opinion. You don't think that somebody talks to me how I'm talking to you, but you know what I do? I zip it. And I say, well, if they're telling me this, what is causing for me to reason with myself that they're off? What's causing me to reason with myself that they're off is my ego. See, but egos are actually just limits. An ego is a limit. An ego is a destination. And when you have ego, when you have an ego that goes against an instruction, what you're disobeying and where you're limiting your abundance is that the scripture says that obedience is better than sacrifice. I don't care if you know how to do it different or better. That's not the system. That's not the system. But again, the number one principle that you have to pull from the statement that I'm making is that you will never enter a territory that you do not have the leadership, the wisdom, the know-how, or the knowledge to stay up there. I want you to look at this visual as if we were going up a mountain. Anybody ever been in the mountains before? Have you ever tried to breathe? When we used to train and we were getting ready for a tournament, they would take us to Colorado and they would make us train at the top of the mountain because the oxygen, it's hard at the top. And so, what's about to happen in this organization is that we're trying to go up the mountain. But what's happening is a lot of you guys are suffocating about right here. You're suffocating right here because you can't breathe at that level. Don't be offended. It's out of love. I'm telling you right now that there's no reason that you have so much of an ego with yourself that you cannot post one time in every 60 minutes. You can schedule the darn post. You can't post one. And watch this. What your identity does is it robs you of a promise also. I want to give you an example. Some of you post every hour and you still don't get no results. And you don't understand what's going on. But I just trained you on what's going on. What is going on is that the promise of that system is out of a range or a realm or a frequency that you can live on. We just playing a game. But you have to play this game. And the number one thing that you have to do is that you have to have an identity shift. Somebody put it in the comments. And I want to challenge you on something. Your ego is going to rob you of your promise. Your ego is going to rob you of your promise, your excuses. Because it doesn't matter to me if you take heed of what I'm saying or not, because there is a group of people, a collective group of people who respect what I'm saying. So if you're offended by the statements, by all means, this message isn't for you. I'd rather stay cool with you than to offend you. But I'm tired of having a team of people who are acting like they're doing the best that they can. They're doing the best that they can. You're trying to fool me and yourself. You think that I have time for you to fool me and yourself? Somebody has to be a friend enough to you to say, why don't you be honest? You're not trying. Why don't you be honest? There's a little resistance every time I train or I coach you. And why don't you be honest? I know she's talking like that, but why she got to talk like that? All of that self-talk. Now I'm going to go to my point number two. Listen to me. And don't just use this with this. Use this in your life. Divine guidance stops talking to you when over time it recognizes you ain't gonna listen no ways. There is a time that in the church or in scripture we would say where the Holy Spirit becomes absent to you. You wouldn't be able to recognize him if he knocked you over the back of the head. On this training, I would say there comes a time where divine guidance is you no longer recognize it, you don't see it, you don't hear it because spoke to you for it spoke to you for so long. It gave you permission to access greatness, and you still found a way to make your wisdom, your knowledge, and your ego the bigger voice. You do not want to get to a time, I'm telling you this, not just in the patch business, in your life. You do not want to get to a time in your life where divine guidance decides that this information is unnecessary for this being. And for most of you, look at the clock. If you don't change the way that you honor wisdom and the way that you honor the course of success for you to access your purpose, there will come a time, and I'm going to tell you how it shows up. There will come a time where you do not even recognize guidance. You do not, it doesn't speak to you, it doesn't consider you. Something's going to always come up because at this point, it's a waste of time to try to give you the keys to the promised land. You don't want to go. You like being in the wilderness. And the reason you like being in the wilderness, you may not be able to recognize it in the natural. And the natural is that you're busy. And the natural is that you had to work overtime. And the natural is something came up with your kids. But when you get to a point of flipping your world upside down and honoring what's happening in the spiritual realm, you do not want life to get to a point where it considers you not. I don't think y'all know how scary that is. Do you know how scary it is when you get to a point in life where divine guidance says it is a waste of time to talk to him? It is a waste of time to talk to her because I've done it for decades. Hear me out. I've done it for decades. They don't honor it. They don't respect it. They like their egos more. They like pretending more than anything else. Do you know why Saul got pulled from being king? David was serving him. But what happened with Saul was Saul got to a point where his character couldn't keep him on a frequency or ram that God wanted to put him on. But his character, it's not by accident that you are trained under my voice or trained under Nina's. It's not by accident. It's not by accident that God positioned or placed you here. This training is not by accident. Most of the things that I'm training you on, you not only need to use it in your ambassador business, you need to use it in your life. It's not by accident. So, wisdom, revelation, the ability to be able to recognize divine guidance means you have permission. It means you have access. But see, what happened to Saul was Saul didn't have the character or the humility to stay at the realm that he was being positioned for. A lot of you guys are being positioned to a realm that you don't even notice because you're playing too much in the natural. You don't even notice what's happening right now for you. You don't even understand that the instruction and the system that's been given to you is the ability, it's been what you've been praying for. But when the instruction comes, if you don't have the character for that dimension, the most fresh, let me, okay, I got something for you. You know why Saul started to hate David, although David was serving him? Because Saul saw an anointing and Saul saw a level of power that David had. And he had the wisdom to recognize the anointing, but he started to despise David because Saul didn't have the character to activate that same anointing. And Saul couldn't figure out how this little boy that was playing for me is ascending past me. The reason he started ascending past him is because Saul could not let go of his ego. One of the most frustrating things is to know that your moment is here and you've got a spiritual gravity on you and you can't activate your feet to move you to that level and you watch everybody just pass you by. And then it's not just with this, it's with anything in life. And what you start to do is you start to resent the people you see going up the elevator because you do have the eyes to see the oil on different people and you can't understand why it's not activating for you. It's because it's you. Don't miss your moment. Are you following me? Yes or no? When you get to a point and you recognize that every day that you wake up, that's not another day of life. You're one sleep less away from death. That's when you wake up. You're subtracting. You're not living in addition. You're living in subtraction. This gives the wisdom to understand. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow is for arrogant people. Because you assume that you have tomorrow. See, the real issue is you. The real issue is me. It's not my upline. It's not my downline. It's not the product being delayed. It's not my social media page. It's not the videos. It's not, I can't speak like that. It's none of that. The issue is you. So we need an identity shift. And the shift in your identity is I want to give you the posture of a 7 or 8 figure earner. And then I challenge you to walk out the posture of an 8 figure earner. And when you walk out the posture of an 8 figure earner, what starts to happen is you have the habits of an 8 figure earner. What happens after you have the habits of an 8 figure earner? You start to have the emotions of an 8 figure earner. And when you have the emotions of an 8 figure earner, you become an 8 figure earner because emotions are triggered in the spiritual realm. I want to make another point to you. What most people do is their emotions trigger a habit. Somebody wants to lose weight, they have an urge for sugar, they eat the sugar. That emotion triggered a habit. To have an 8 figure mindset, I don't need to eat any sugar. And then my emotions are triggered by the habit. Now I decide I'm not going to eat it. And the response is that I'm proud that I said no to it. You cannot be a 7 or 8 figure earner or a 9 figure earner when you are controlled by your emotions. You need to be controlled by a habit. I want you to put habits in the comments. Uh, this training is not necessarily for you to feel good, it's for you to change. It's for you to change because there's no reason on God's green earth. How many people are here? There's 260 people on here. There is no reason on God's green earth that you don't make 6 figures a year in the super patch business. Besides the fact that your identity does not qualify for it. So it's all an inside job, guys. You got to wake up. A lot of people are dead in the inside. Wake your butt up and stop acting like you are a loser. You are not a loser. If you were a loser, I promise you I wouldn't be talking to you. I promise you I wouldn't. Wake your butt up. It's been decades of you pretending like you believe in yourself. Wake up. Nobody's more qualified. No one's better than you. No one is more whatever than you. It's all in your thinking. It's all in your mind. So why don't you make six figures in the super patch business? Why don't you make it? Somebody put it in the comments. Now, my next question to you is, how are you going to change your identity? Before I can continue talking, how are you going to change your identity? What you going to do? What are you going to do? I see people saying shift my identity, change my mindset. What exactly does that mean? I want you to type it out. I want you to type it out. I haven't talked about it yet, but I want you to type it out. What does that mean, change your new identity and change your mindset? What exactly does that mean? All right, I want you to put point number one. I'm going to give you three steps there. Nina's going to talk to you. Put point number one. Point number one, you have to forget who you are. Point number one, you have to forget who you are. I will tell you on that statement alone, good luck. And it's not as easy as you think that it is. That's why Jesus said that you have to become like a child to enter into the kingdom of heaven. He was trying to tell you how you access an identity shift. The way you access an identity shift is you must become like a child, at least for a second. At least taste what it's like to be a six or a seven or eight figure earner. And if you decide that frequency is too high for you, come back down. But do me a favor and at least pretend for at least 90 days. Okay, Tanisha, so when you say forget who I am, what the heck do you even mean? Okay. When your mentor calls you and your coach calls you and they give an instruction, and the first thing that you do when they give an instruction is you might not reason with them out of your mouth, but you reason with them with your behavior. You reason with them with your thinking. You have number one, immediately detached the opportunity to even have an identity shift because you've already proven you don't honor the voice that God gave you permission to sit under. Well, what? I'm a grown woman. I'm going to do it. Hey, so were the disciples. I'm trying to give you the cheat code. These were grown men, successful businessmen. And when Jesus told them, hey, follow me, I often wonder in the scripture were there other people that Jesus tried to get to come with them. But when he gave them the instruction, their identity was so warped and so entangled in a glass ceiling of their ego and their prison that they didn't get access to be one of the 12. I often wonder that. There's parts that's not in the Bible, but the disciples that got chosen, the 12, them were some grown men. See, the problem is a lot of times people think when you get an instruction, somebody's trying to tell you what to do. No. When I was playing at Texas Tech and we lost to Texas A&M, and it was on ESPN, and my coach was walking through the line as we were warming up. He said, the issue with most of y'all is that you're very talented, but you're at a level now that everybody's talented. And it's hard for you to break through the masses. There's levels of masses of people. You got the level where you're not talented. Then you got a level of talented people. Right here on this Zoom call, there's a lot of talented people, but the all-stars have managed to break out of the masses of talented people by being humble. What takes you to the next level after being talented is to be humble. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck being a grown woman or a grown man and having another grown woman or another grown man call you, give you instructions to be successful and to be surrendered enough to the principle and the alignment of the system that you would lose your arrogance to get your promise. Good luck. Because remember, there was a shorter way for the Israelites to take, but they were bickering and complaining. That's their reasoning with themselves. And so now you've got to wander longer in the wilderness because you think you know something that you actually don't know. Good luck. The children of Israel were slaves for years. And here comes Moses, a guy that's stuttering, and who is this guy? Who does he think that he is? And I'm a grown woman with a wife. I'm a grown man with a wife and kids and cattle and gold. And why would I listen to this man? That's how a lot of you guys act with your leadership. Trust me, and I ain't even been around, but I know how people act because you meet the same group of people everywhere you go. There was a shorter way for you. I want you to erase out of your mind that it takes struggle for you to win. No, it doesn't. It takes humility. It takes humility. I want you to. I've seen some of y'all post on Instagram. I'm manifesting that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Let me tell you, the reason that you've got you cannot manifestation is a result of a mentality. Okay. It's a manifestation of a mentality. I want us to try to understand the art of how all this is working. So you can try to manifest whatever, but if it's outside of your humility and your ego, you'll never get it. Every person that you see winning on a massive level, there is someone that they wouldn't open there's somebody in their life that has been put in a position of leadership and guidance for them that they would not even give a rebuttal to a statement that they say. When Jay is talking to me, do you think well, this is what I think? No, sometimes I'm like, well, hold on. But then I'm like, but hold on. Who am I to give an opinion or give my reason? This man has $1 billion opportunity. He's mentoring me, staying on the phone with me for an hour. Do you think he cares what I'm about to say to him? No, girl, shut up. See, but I can take it because I've been coached by great people my whole entire life and I understand protocol. So I don't think he's trying to tell me what to do or little girl me. I think he's trying to say, I want you to come up here to this level where I'm at, but only if you're humble enough can you come. You got to start looking at instruction differently. The disciples were grown businessmen. Imagine me telling you, hey, come follow me. Girl, who are you? No, no, no. The disciples that got picked in the 12, what did they have to do? They didn't even understand what is even happening here. You know, I said that the enemy to you activating your purpose is your desire to understand everything. How can you understand a world that you've never lived in? How can you comprehend if somebody is a national vice president in 8 months or 9 months or 4 months or whatever? They are on a dimension that you haven't entered to yet. Consider it very thoughtful of them to turn around and give you the language in the system for you to come up here too. See, coaches don't talk to people who suck. I want you to know that. So if you get a phone call and you get a text message and you get chastised, quote unquote, it's only because they think highly of you. You're reading the message wrong. Because if you don't get a phone call, that's when you should get worried. If you don't get a text message, that's when you should get worried. When the coach don't look at you, coaches do things in a game, if you played sports before, where it's this thing when he's going to bench you, he won't even give you eye contact. I want you to know I'm not even considering you tonight for the game. You can't handle it. Do you want God to get to a point with you? It's not just about the ambassador, the Patch 1 Million movement. Do you want God to get to a point where he benches you and he never even considers to give you eye contact anymore? Because he knows that you're so arrogant and that he's put you in so many positions to win. And your ego is so heavy on you that you don't even consider it an honor anymore. You become entitled now. You become entitled when your coach or your mentor calls you. Hey, girl, you think it's your friend. That's the problem. You don't know how to compartmentalize. See, all of my mentors, I know how to turn it on and off. There's a time if they're joking around and playing with me for an hour, cool. Soon as I see them shift that posture, I shift right with them. When I'm on the phone with Dr. Trim, do you think I'm he? Now, when we go out to eat sometimes, if she wants to have a mother-daughter conversation, cool. But I can tell when she shifts from you are the mentee and I am the mentor. And you know what I do? I zip my mouth. Nina see me. Nina couldn't even believe how I was acting with her. She was like, I ain't never saw you act like that. I know how to stay in the room. And I know how to continue to get phone calls. I know how to manifest relationships with the best of the best. I do. It's one secret. It's called humility. Good luck. Good luck. But to make it even, and just so y'all know, we hanging out tonight, okay? Don't try to rush me off here. Don't try to rush Nina off. I'm trying to give you a shift. Are you learning anything? Say yes or no. Come on, y'all. Come on. We are the best. This group of people, we are the best of the best on here. Stop playing. I'm talking to you like a friend. Sounds mean, but I'm not talking to you like that. I'm telling you to wake up like your sister and like your best friend. Enough. Now, what I want you to understand when your identity shifts, you're not looking for willpower. Okay. So when I'm talking, I may be charging you up. Okay. And you have this feeling like, I'm gonna do it. Anybody feel like that? Like, okay, I'm ready to change. Here go my moment. Like, I'm ready to do it. Does anybody feel like that? Okay. Now, because we're having a high level conversation, what I want to tell you is that feeling is going to cause you to crash. Okay. Now, to be part of the 0.01%, willpower becomes irrelevant. That's the reason why you burn out so quick. The reason you burn out so quick is because you're working off of willpower. And you can last for 30 days, you can last for 60. But then let's see who was paying attention to what I said earlier. Something what always comes up. And you look back like, God dang it, I was doing so good for a month or a week. And I don't know, I fell off. I don't even know what happened. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because you work in outburst, okay? You cannot be an elite, okay? You cannot be an elite working in outburst. What you have to do is you have to work in habit. I was talking to, I think I was talking to Rosin today, and I was talking about Nina. And if you look at a high performer like her, you look at somebody like Beyonce, you look at somebody like LeBron James, they're very robotic, okay? And the reason they're very robotic and that personality can come off pretty aggressive. The reason they're very robotic is because they operate off of habit versus emotions. So when you go and I'm gonna use the system for an example. So when you go and post your videos and you do good, you're doing it because you feel good, right? When you get on a Zoom or a training, you're doing it because you feel good. But the elite aren't doing it because they feel good. They're doing it because they're supposed to. Okay. Check me out. This is how you get to the 1%. You do it because you're supposed to. And now what I want to challenge you is I want you to form a habit of I don't even care what I don't feel like doing. So like today, I wanted to walk my 10,000 steps and I'll usually look for an outburst. All right, I'm finna go outside and walk. I say, you know what I'm gonna do to quantum leap my success? I'm going to now, every time I don't feel like, I want you to mind shift. Every time I don't feel like doing something, I'm going to do it. You got to coach yourself through this. I don't want you to work off of willpower. You're not going to last. I want you to form a habit around not feeling like doing something. I want you to confuse your brain on a level it doesn't know what's going on. You got a taste for sugar at the tip of your tongue? Don't eat. Train yourself that the emotion triggers the opposite of what you feel. You don't feel like posting, go post. If you can do that for 7 days, 10 days, all of a sudden you notice that you're just very robotic. I went to a Beyonce concert, and while she was performing on the stage, me and my friend who's like so into science and all that, I said, she ain't even up there. She didn't did this tour so many times. She ain't happy, she ain't sad, she ain't nothing. She's just doing what she's supposed to do. Somebody say, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. And then this gives you permission to be honest with yourself. Like I can't vent to everybody, but I'll call Nina sometimes and be like, listen, my hand is hurting so bad. She'll be like, girl, mine too. I done hit myself in the face 2 times trying to post these videos. Yes. See, then you get see when you become the elite, you can be honest. I don't feel like doing this. It's okay. See, a lot of times, here go a mind hack for you right now. The reason a lot of you guys have struggled with the system, you're looking for a filling. You're looking for that motivation. What that is a dopamine hit. Okay. I want you to train your brain. You need a dopamine detox. It doesn't matter what you feel like. Do what you're supposed to do. That's how you become the best. When I used to practice 2 times a day, every single day, icing my knees and taking pain pills because my foot was hurting so bad, I didn't go to practice for 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at night because I felt like it. It was what? What I was supposed to do. How many of you guys believe that you would be so much further ahead if your butt just did what you were supposed to do? Be honest. I mean, can I talk to y'all like a sister? I know some of y'all gonna get off of here like I thought Nina was bad. She worse than her. But if I get permission to talk like a sister, I will. Other than that, I can keep it in love. Okay. Can I talk like a sister, please? Okay. Y'all, you're not tired of sucking because you choose to suck. It's not because you suck. It's because you're obsessed with. I don't understand. Like, there's nothing in my mind. I'm talking to you like a sister. For some of you, I'm your little sister. For some of you, I'm your older sister. It never has registered in my mind my entire life to go with the losers. I would never, I would die before you put me in a category with a loser. I would die, literally. There's nothing in me that's okay with being in second place to myself because I knew I could have done more. What? No. But you have to get tired of being a loser. Anybody tired of being a loser? I mean, first you got to be honest with yourself to admit that you are one. And some of you guys have so much of an ego, you don't even know you're a loser. They wouldn't put you on the 18. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm glad some of y'all smiling, Tetra smiling. I don't mean no harm. I'm just telling you the truth. But the good thing is there are simple instructions to take you off the C team. Anybody want to get off the C team? I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing because some of y'all really be ticking me off, acting like you can't grasp how to do this. Anybody tired of being on the C team? Yeah. The first step to success in this AA meeting is to admit it that you're addicted to losing. My name is so and so, and I am a loser. If you're new here, don't take me serious, okay? I'm just talking like a friend. Come on, y'all. Like you get to be honest. Like you get to tell the truth. I don't feel like doing this crap. Like I don't I'm so annoyed of posting these darn videos every like God, it's just a lot for me. But tonight we have strategy for you to make that easier for you. But my responsibility is to charge you to say, no matter what the strategy is, if it's outside of your identity, it won't produce anything. Okay. Your mind works, I want you to write this down. Your mind works with predictions. So, what I mean by that is, even this information that you're getting, a lot of you guys are forming a prediction around this training. You're forming an addiction, a prediction about what I'm speaking. Some of you guys have abandonment issues. Your mom was mean to you. Your last upline was mean to you. I don't know. You signed up in an opportunity with me before, spent $1,000, and we left in 2 weeks. Okay, I know what y'all think about me. And you still hate me for that. Okay, I'm cool with that. But I want you to know is that that is causing for you to lack when the play finally comes. You're having a hard time accessing the play because your brain works on prediction. So your prediction may be, well, Stanisha, she talks good whenever she's talking. So I mean, this ain't nothing. I've heard her talk like this before. That's prediction. Prediction is, well, I ain't gonna do all that. I'm gonna try. I'm not so good with it. That's prediction. Here's the problem. You cannot change your identity until you change your prediction. The only way to change your mind, this is science. This is not a theory of mine. So since your mind works off of prediction, one of the things that has to happen is you have to go back in your past and revisit the stories that you're telling yourself to make your mind predict a different thing about the verbiage in the system. So what I want you to do right now, regardless if it's me, regardless Nina, remember it's Tamara, whoever your leaders are, okay? With the industry of network marketing, I'll tell you something so funny about me. When I lived in Las Vegas, I'm in my room and I'm like praying to God. Like, what's so funny is I was in a 1.3 or $4 million house. Like, my house was amazing. I had a Rolls Royce and a Range Rover in the driveway. But my famous quote to myself was that I hated network marketing. And one time I was in my room and I was thinking to myself how I hate network marketing, but I was also asking God to bless me. And as clear as day, the Holy Spirit was like, this is what you're praying for. It doesn't make any sense. You're asking me to bless you in something that you hate as you sit in the blessing of the thing that you hate. Like the only reason you're in this house to drive that car is because of network marketing. And your famous quote is that you hate network marketing. But then you're also asking me to help you make a 7-figure monthly income in the very thing that you say that you hate. I'm confused. A double-minded man is what? Unstable in what? All his ways. I'm like, am I the problem? What? I'm the problem? It's not the companies I joined. It's not the industry. It's me. Yes, lady, you're asking me to bless the very thing that you're cursing. Stupid. That's how I talk to myself. Are you crazy? And I'm like, wow. So I'm wondering for like 2 years, where is this resistance in my career coming from? I'm like, well, you cursed the very thing. Or, I had one of my friends, he was making like 1 million a month. I said, oh, I can't stand people. Like, I'm cool on the people. And he goes, you don't like people. Well, the only issue is you can't make no money in network marketing unless you got people. So you want to lead a bunch of people that you don't like. What are you talking about? Is anybody following what I'm saying? A self-sabotage. I ain't gonna do all that. I don't like selling. I don't like posting all over my page. But God's gonna bless me. I'm gonna retire in 10 years and makes. No, you're not. No, you're not. Somebody tell yourself that because I had to tell myself that. No, you're not. You're actually not. As a matter of fact, you're going to see your career decline more and more down because by your words will you be justified, and by your words will you be condemned. How foolish are you to ask God to bless something that you keep cursing? What's 3 statements that you say about your business and about your life? Put it down. 3 negative self-sabotaging statements that you say about your business and you say about your life. What's 3 things that you say? And don't act like you don't know what you say. Stop. Even if it's, I ain't gonna do all that. Y'all know what here she go, asking us to put money in the back office again. Whatever it is. Now, when it's time for somebody need to put money in the back office for you, you ain't gonna want nobody to talk like that. Do you understand by our words will we be justified? Oh my God. I just wish that people could feel how much I believe that and I know it to be true. I want you to write down three negatives that you say. Don't look at me. Write three things down and don't act confused. If you're confused, that means you're really not trying because you don't even know what you say. You don't even talk to yourself. At least somebody with negative words are trying. They're desiring something. You don't say nothing. You're just existing, just another body. I want you to think about how you do that in this business and how you do it in life. Stop it. Don't be afraid to be confident in your words to yourself because you have leaders like myself and you have a leader like Nina that will protect your belief in yourself. So when your family, your husband, your wife, whoever think girl or a guy like, please stop playing. Like, nah, Stanisha don't feel that way about me. Like Stanisha really believes that I am who I say that I am. Nina really believes that I am who I say that. You only need one. You only need one person to believe in you. Can I get you to believe that you are your own glass ceiling? Dead. Like, God, is it really me? I'm manifesting every day. I'm so happy and grateful for this. It's like, please stop. It's a bunch of chaos. And then what happened when I identity shift, I got clarity. And I started to see exactly what I needed to do to get to that next level. And I realized that majority of it was coming from what I needed to do on the inside. There was not too much I could do on the outside. See, here's the quantum leap that I want you to have. The only thing you can do in Super Patch is even take patching out. All you can do is post a video and let it do what it do. Now, obviously, you patch, you record, but even if you didn't patch and record, you're banking on your reels making you getting you customers. Why do some people's videos get 1 million and some people's don't? You can take the same exact video and post it, and some people get 200,000 views, and some people can't break past 20. Can I ask you a question? Because I'm about to stop. Why do you think that that is? Why are some people getting millions of views and some people getting 20 or 30? And some people, like, I've been posting, I ain't got no customers. And some people, for some reason, it's like, I made $1,000 today. What's actually happening? No, 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 no. I want y'all to pay attention. That's what I'm talking about. No, the way, come on, I want you to use no, 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 no. It is your identity. Algorithm is not algorithm. It's not. Come on, I need to change how you're thinking. It's not algorithm. It's your identity. Type identity in the comments. It's not your aura. We have to learn how to be a system, okay? We're going to be a system, meaning that if I ask you or I ask the 270 people on here, we all respond the same way. That's how you have a system, okay? There's no other answer but your identity. Why would you have a viral video? Why would you have a video with 500,000 views and go get 50 customers? That's outside of your confidence, it's outside of your self-esteem, it's outside of your self-talk. That's why your video don't go viral. Well, Stanisha and Nina have hundreds of no. Last year when I started Super Patch, I had 30,000 followers. Are y'all but I didn't care. I never even paid attention to followers. Because my identity is I'm a freaking 7, 8 figure networker. I don't care nothing about no followers. I know how to take two and multiply it to thousands. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be the person where the coach walked past, like, heck no, we cannot bank on her going in the game. We can't bank on him going in the game. And the way you do that is by shifting the way that you think about yourself. Nina, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Girl, y'all like the dang chat. She's gonna throw it over to me. I don't even want to talk now. Y'all light it up for Tanisha Graham. OMG, your mind works with predictions. Forget who you are. Humility. You basically just told us how we do anything is how we do everything. And one of my mentors said this to me. You kind of said it tonight as well as you paraphrased it, but it was the same thing. He said, if you believe, Nina, if you believe that you have to work hard to make money, money won't come to you unless you're working hard. And literally, when he said that to me, I was like, yeah, that's why I don't say I'm a hustler anymore because I'm not a hustler. I'm not a hustler. He says, if you believe you have to work hard to make money, money won't come to you unless you're working hard. This is what he said. He said, so we got to change the rules we're operating by. Same things that he just said. The identity. Because you fail when you're trapped in the wrong frame. That's what she just told us. Ah! But let me tell you what he said. Stanish, he said, let me see. He said, anything that grinds is not good.
Come
When you
on.
break, when your brakes grind, when your teeth grind, it's
Come
not
on.
good.
No.
Come on.
Why would I want that?
And why would I want that? Why would I want that? I had to change the identity shift.
Come
And
on.
literally, I got to bring Stanisha back up here with me because Stanisha, when we're talking, I'm literally saying to you, I feel like I'm taking candy from a kid in the candy
Hmm.
store
Hmm. Hmm.
because it used to be so hard.
Hmm.
Like I remember I used to tell you I hate going live, but we
Hmm.
had to do it. Like we literally
Hmm.
had to do it all
Hmm.
day,
Hmm.
every day.
Hmm.
And now to know that I can put a video up. Okay, I'm doing it multiple times a day. Whether I'm saying I don't even feel good now.
Right.
I'm on tons of, I got a defend patch on my neck. One back here, one over here, one over here. And regardless as to how I feel, because I've made a decision that
Come
my
on.
feelings are not going to control me any longer.
No.
The way that I feel, because the reality of it is we can't take our feelings to the bank. My feelings don't pay the bills. My
Mm-mm.
feelings don't pay these flights that I'm catching all over the
Mhm.
place. My
Mhm.
feelings don't pay for the cars we gotta rent, the
Mhm.
houses we gotta rent, the food we gotta spend. My feelings don't pay for all of that. My
Mhm.
feelings don't pay for that. So shifting our identity, my God, and when people see what we have in store for them and how we're
Mhm.
getting ready to all go to the next level, all of us at the
Mhm.
same time. And as I'm listening to you every day and how your heart is pouring out, and I mean the fact that you actually went a lot easier tonight than I anticipated from our conversation, y'all. She was not as tough as she said she was gonna be. And I
Mhm.
think it's because she really is like, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Yeah, okay. Stanisha told me she was locking the call and then she didn't. So y'all better speak. All y'all that just got on in the last 20, 30 minutes, say thank you to Stanisha because she said she was locking the call. All right? She was locking
Next
the
call
call.
is locked.
The
I
next
don't
call
care
is
if it's
locked.
30 people on.
Masterminds. When we get on masterminds with some of the of influential people, I'm talking about, they don't even let you not be on there with your camera off.
For
And by the
sure.
third time that they say turn your camera on and you don't, they kick you off.
Yes. That's how they go.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take us to the promised land now. All right. Let me finish. Y'all, okay. All right, no, light it up for real. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. All right. So tonight I'm gonna be talking about sales. I'm going to be talking about sales and the emotion of sales, the psychology of sales, and marketing that sticks. All right, sales, the emotion of sales, and marketing that sticks. Y'all write sales in the comments. Sales in the comments. You know how when we hear, you just heard Tanisha say it, oh, I don't like selling. Okay, well, the highest paid profession, the highest paid profession in the world is sales. I'm going to say it one more time for all of you are that like, I don't like selling. Well, the highest paid profession is sales. Now, here's the thing. People don't want to be sold to, but they love to buy. I, some of y'all going to catch that in a moment. People don't want to be sold to, but they love to buy. I want you to write that down. They don't want to be sold to, but they love to buy. So why aren't they buying from you? Because they love to buy. How many of you are on? I was on a TikTok. I was hosting a call for a young lady that teaches the TikTok course. And while she was teaching the call, one of my orders that came was actually something I ordered from TikTok. And I laughed because when I got to speak again, I said, how fitting is it that one of the orders I just got came to the house is from TikTok? Okay, people are buying. How many of y'all got an order for today from Amazon? From Temu? From Temu? Come on, tell the truth. Shein, Fashion Nova, Walmart, Target, if you're not blocking them like some of us are. Tell the truth and shame the devil. So if you got to order at some point, I got my super patch order today. I got several packages today, right? Somebody's buying. And guess what? So you got to stop with the, well, I don't like sales, because what you're doing is repelling anyone purchasing from you. So learn to love it. Just get good at it. Just get good at it. All right. And so I'm going to help you get good at it. Is that okay? I'm going to help you get good at it. Is that all right? I'm going to help you get great at it when you understand the psychology of sales. So people do not usually buy because of information. They buy because of emotion. And listen, and then they justify it with logic. Did y'all hear what I just said? People buy with emotion first, then they justify it by logic. Logic may explain a decision, but emotion is what makes people move. Now, y'all know I could be charging like thousands of dollars for this training. I hope you taking notes. Stanisha could have just charged $20,000 to stand on the stage for the time she was talking or more. I hope you took notes. Emotions make people move. That means our job in marketing, because if you didn't know that that's what we do network marketing, and then what we're doing online is marketing. Stop saying I'm posting. I'm marketing. I am marketing a $1 billion product. I want you to say that. I want you to literally tell yourself, when I look at this is not, I'm just posting about some patches. That's the problem. That's the problem. See, I am marketing a $1 billion product. I'm marketing a $1 billion product. I'm not selling a patch. I'm not doing that. I don't even like to call it a patch. It's a device. So our job in marketing is not just to post. Our job is to create desire. Write that down. Our job is to create what? Desire. That's our job. Reinforce belief. So we create desire, we reinforce belief, and then we capture the moment while the emotion is high. I'll say it again. Create desire, reinforce belief, and capture the moment while the emotion is high. So I want to talk about sales and marketing in a way that will change how you move. Because many people think sales is about convincing, and it's not. Sales is about connection. I am connecting people to what they felt and what they need to what I have. That is the connection. You understand what I just said? I'm connecting people from what they feel, what they need to what I have. That is the connection. What they feel, what they need, what I have. I am the solution. I want y'all to put that down. I am the solution. You have the solution to 90% of people's problems. So why don't you have the customers coming into your website? Not just the retail sales. Because some of you shooting yourself in the foot, trying to collect it all for yourself, not wanting to send people to the website. We did the math today, Stanisha and I did the math. And we said, if you got two customers, if you got 100 customers to your website who all purchased at least 2 packs of patches a month, you would make $3,400 a month just from them buying 2 packs of patches. Not to include the residual income. So what I want you to think about is what is your highest check in Super Patch bin? And then add $3,400 to that. But no, you want to retail all the, you want to eat all the, retail it all, and at least some of you are smart enough. Now, wait a minute. Am I giving them, can I give a leadership training tonight? Is this a mastermind or do y'all want me to keep it light and fluffy? Y'all tell
No,
me if you want me to
train.
keep, okay,
Train or I'm getting off.
so, unless you're sitting around trying to eat all your seed. So you want to retail to eat your seed. See, some of y'all are wise enough to not eat the seed. You say, let me keep re-upping. Because the reality of it is most of us got our investment back right away. So whatever we do at this point, we know we're investing seed. There's a time for seed and there's a time for harvest. And we are not supposed to be eating the seed. That's another training. Okay, so sales is about connection. Sales is also about timing. Write it down. Sales is about connection. Sales is about timing. Sales is about emotion. And although, yes, listen to what I'm saying, there's no feelings in finance. You're the seller, not the person buying. So there's a difference when I'm talking about emotion. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the customer's emotion. All right? It's about emotion, and marketing is about repetition. Write that down. Marketing is about repetition. The people who understand those two things will win big. So people buy emotionally first, then they use logic to explain why they did it. Why they did it. And they'll look back like, why did I buy? Somebody just sent me, literally, somebody just sent $300 to my phone. $300. Can I show you this? I don't want to say their name. Y'all see that? It just came through while we were on the trainer right now. But I'm gonna go back and I'm not eating my seed. I collect so I could do a bigger order. And the reason why I have those customers is because I literally buy the product and then put an assignment on it. I know I'm speaking over my devices, how many people I want to serve because I want to serve the masses. I'm not buying devices to have them sitting in a drawer or on a shelf. Marketing is about repetition. So listen, that means when someone comments, messages you, watches your story, asks a question, or says, tell me more, listen to this. They're not just looking at curiosity. They're looking at the moment. Y'all know Whitney Houston's she's Tanisha's favorite singer, right? She's one of my faves. And she sang this song that I sang in high school many times called One Moment in Time. You got one moment in time when a customer is in their emotional state of watching your video and they just saw somebody who couldn't walk, somebody who couldn't talk, somebody who had the shakes and the tremors and it stopped. You got one moment in time, one, to respond to them because they're curious, they're emotional. And if you're too slow, too casual, too inconsistent, you can miss the moment in time. People don't eat cold French fries. Write that down. People don't eat cold French fries. I know I don't. They are nasty. Oh, cold French fries get rubbery. People don't. When do you want your? Now I'm telling you, I don't eat at McDonald's, but when I did, because let's all stop trying to act like we didn't love a hot McDonald's French fry. Tell the truth, and they was like on your fingers, okay? And you only wanted them when they were hot. Well, people don't eat cold French fries. They don't. And they don't, listen, and they don't buy cold emotion either. When the desire is hot, you must know when to move. Write it down. When the desire is hot, you must know when to move. That line will preach. So listen, why do people buy emotionally? I'm getting ready to tell you. People buy because they want relief Write these down. They want hope. They want confidence. They might want status. They want belonging, transformation, speed, certainty, energy, peace. They want a better future. Overall, they want some kind of transformation. They are rarely buying the product alone. They are buying what they believe the product will do for their life. Nobody buys a patch just because it's a patch. They buy the patch because they want less pain, better sleep, sharper focus, more balance, more energy, a solution, an edge. What do they want? More stamina, something that gives them hope. They want to believe that what I saw in that video, I saw the guy lift his leg. I saw the girl stop stuttering. I saw the lady with shakes and then it stopped. People believe that, oh my gosh, I've been watching for a while and I think I could do this now. And in business, listen, they don't just buy an opportunity. They buy possibility, freedom, community, momentum, belief, a new identity. People are not buying the patch. They are buying possibility. That's what they're buying. It is very possible if this patch works for such and such, it is very possible that it will work for me. And as soon as they want to buy from you, they can't because now they don't even think you sell them anymore because you stop posting. So you know what they do, Tanisha? They go looking online for somebody that looks like they're doing the work. And then they start watching them. And they'll say, oh, let me go through their videos. Let me go through their timeline. Whoa. Well, look at there. This person looks like they are working the business. This person looks like they probably got a lot of inventory. This person looks like they're going to respond to me. This person looks like. And then you're wondering, many of you probably would have tons of customers if you didn't look like a schizophrenic super patcher. So it's not the customers because they're obviously buying. They're just not buying from you. And I know that's a little ouch. So why does speed, right? Speed matters. Speed matters. Why does speed matter in sales? Because I told you, people don't eat cold French fries. When someone reaches out, comments, asks for info, watches with interest, there's a window where emotion is alive. So speed matters because there's a window when their emotion is alive. That's why speed matters, because there's this window when, look, Chris, they like, trying to get the hot French fries. And you know what I do sometimes? I text people sometimes just to see how they respond. And if it take them hours to respond to me, I know it take you hours to respond to your customers. And I know why the business looks like it does. But there's also a lot of people that are withholding their sales because you would rather hustle. See, we don't convince anybody. Monique, I just said, we don't convince. We don't convince at all, ever. So when someone reaches out, they are curious. They are hopeful. They're in pain. Most times when people reach out to us, y'all, they are in what? Pain, real pain. And they're open. When a person reaches out to you, at the time that they reach out, they are open. They're like the Krispy Kreme sign. When the donuts are hot on the belt. Y'all know I used to be a big old fat girl, so y'all know I know, because we used to look for the sign. I lived in Virginia Beach, and the Krispy Kremes was around the corner, and we used to ride down the block, looking down the street to see if the sign was on. to know if the hot donuts was coming. We didn't want the one unless they was hot. Okay, that's I'm gonna tell my truth. I'm gonna tell my truth. We wanted the hot donuts. So we would go to McDonald's and we would say, I don't want no salt on my French fries. And then we knew that we were going to get fresh French fries because they put salt on the whole batch that came out. So if you wanted the hot ones, you asked for the ones that didn't have no salt. And you put your own salt on them. See, I knew how to be a big fat girl. So now you got your customers that are open and you're closed. Your customers are open, but you're closed. You're closed. Somebody turn on your open sign. Turn on the light. Y'all type in the comments, turn on the light. Turn on the light. Most of y'all don't even have little kids. Like, stop playing for real. Turn on, are you open? Turn on the lights. And then turn on the lights, and when somebody comes in, you got to answer the door. Hello, how can I help you? My bad, I was busy. Don't nobody want to hear that. I was busy. If you wait too long, the emotion cools off. Life interrupts. Bills show up. Fear comes back. Distractions enter. Their kids need something. Another influencer catches their attention. That moment in time is gone. It's gone. So when someone says, tell me more, they are not just asking for information. They are giving you access to the moment. Oh. And you're going to lose your access? They gave you the keys to the kingdom. They asking you for information. And you just took it just like, oh, you know what? They just, I'll get back to them when I get a moment. Do y'all know I'll pull over to respond? If I'm driving, I will pull over to respond. I will give Paige my phone and say, put this in there. If you are in business and let's just say that you're at a job that you can't have your phone in your hands. You have got to stop periodically to check. Are you checking your spam folder on Facebook? Because that's where a lot of the messages go. No, or you just, oh no, you just think that ego is so big that everybody's supposed to keep contacting you. No, they're not going to wait for you. They're going to go get somebody else. But they are giving you access to the moment. And if you handle that moment casually, you can lose the sale. So you got to respond quickly, warmly, confidently, simply, and with direction. Not some long paragraph that they gotta go, they can't even figure out what to do. They gotta go through this long paragraph before they can figure it out. No, give a short answer first. Give a short greeting first. Then if you have a copy-paste message, then you give the copy-paste message. But you got to greet them first. We got that? Greet them first. No paragraphs that feel like they homework. No confusion. No delay. No, I'm sorry, I've been busy. Busy does not close sales. Movement closes sales. Movement does. Movement. Movement does. Delayed response kills emotional momentum. You should probably write that down. Delayed response kills emotional momentum. Delayed response kills emotional momentum. So listen to this. Let me tell you why repetition works in marketing. And then we're going to help you out. We're going to help you out because Tanisha and I figured something out today. All right? Let me tell you why repetition works in marketing. Major brands do not build trust through novelty every day. They build trust through repetition. And I'm going to prove it in just a minute. They want people to see it, hear it, recognize it, remember it, trust it, repeat it, and then respond to it. I'm going to say that again. Let me tell you what major brands want you to do, because I studied this today. When Stanisha said, we got to give them a mastermind, I studied out quickly. I went to go study some information. So here's the thing. What do major brands want you to do as the consumer? They want you to see it. Write that down. They want you to hear it. I'm getting ready to prove it to you. They want you to recognize it. They want you to remember it. They want you to trust it. They want you to repeat it. And then they want you to respond to it. That's why companies run the same commercials over and over and over again, because familiarity reduces resistance. Write that down. Familiarity reduces resistance. It reduces resistance. I'm going to prove it to you shortly. The more often people see a message, the less strange it feels. The less strange it feels, the safer it feels. The safer it feels, the more likely they are to buy. I'm going to say it again. The more often people see a message, the less strange it feels. Then the less strange it feels, the safer it feels. Then the safer it feels, the more likely they will buy. We got that? So why big brands repeat? They repeat because repetition creates memory. Repetition creates brand recognition. Repetition creates trust. Repetition creates emotional association. Repetition creates consumer habits. So it is a habit that people get a headache and go grab a Tylenol. It's a habit. I'm trying to teach you. I'm about to listen. So listen, brands know that most people do not act the first time that they see something. So why are you expecting for someone to react the first time that they see you? The second time that they see you? I done taught y'all what the sales statistics were already. So if I already taught you what the sales statistics were already, you posted for 3-4 days. Then you let your foot off the gas and you're wondering why they not. Well, I mean, I did it for 3 days. I did it for 4 days. Even if you did it for 7 days. We told Grace, Stanisha and I got a download, and we said we've been calling people trying to coach them. Some received it, some didn't. And when we called Grace, she immediately went into action. And Stanisha said to her, 3 weeks, Grace, because of the kind of content that you post. She said, if you just stay consistent and post every hour on the hour, give it 3 weeks. She said, you might not crack a sale, not one time in 3 weeks. And guess what happened on 3 weeks in one day? She got a customer from the UK to her website. And the retail sales are pouring in. She said to me today, can I ask you a coaching question? And I said, yeah. You know why? Because she listened. So she called me to say, but I'm not getting any brand ambassadors. I said, you will. You just got to keep getting the customers. They will turn themselves into brand ambassadors. Keep selling those sample packs. And boom, today another $400. Because she's coachable. She listened. She listened to the transfer. And she went right into action. So brands need you to understand, sometimes people need to see a message. Listen to this. Listen to what the statistics are now. 7, 10, or 15 times or more before they move. So that's when I say there are no feelings in finance, because you sitting over there in your feelings because they didn't move and you posted for 5 days. But you posted for 5 days, not even believing that anybody was going to buy from you anyway. See, the difference is that Grace believed that if I do what my coaches told me to do, that at the end of these 3 weeks, something was going to happen. Every fiber of her believed it. And now she done got bit by the bugs. And you can't even tell her nothing now because she done got bit by that bug. She done got bit by the bug. So that is exactly why you are all posting consistently, and while you be pushing the same winning reels over the next 30 days. And we're going to give them to you tonight. Because what Stanisha and I did was we went through the videos that we know posted and got 500,000 or more comments or likes. It got that kind of activity. And for the next 30 days, that's all we're going to post on our walls. Now, what we do in our stories, our own personal stuff that we're not telling you to stop patching. So hear me out, because I want to make sure everybody heard what I said. Nobody told you to stop patching. Did I say stop patching? What I said was you're going to post those in your stories. But what you're going to do for the next 30 days, because we're getting ready to, we need to measure what happens with this. So this is going to require, listen, this is not because you ran out of ideas. This is because we're building unity, recognition, social proof, message consistency, and movement momentum. Let me say that again. This is why we're going to be posting the same 7 to 10 videos. We're going to drop them in the chat right now. We're going to make sure that those 7 to 10 are in our chats, our WhatsApps, our Telegrams. Listen to this. This is why we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to look like a unit. That means tomorrow we're going to post the same video every hour on the hour for the whole day for 12 hours. From whatever, 8 to 8, 9 to 9, 7 to 7, whatever hours you choose, the same video. Then the next day, we're going to post the same, not the same video as tomorrow, but we're going to take another one of those videos and we're going to post that video every hour on the hour the second day. And then the third day, what we're going to do, because let me tell y'all something. When McDonald's was running to all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Ooh. Did you see any other commercials McDonald's had except for to all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun? Did they change commercials every single day? No, they did not. So what we're going to be building, I'm going to say it again for everybody that's fighting it right now. You can't even, why I gotta do what they say. If you feel that way, you might as well drop off the Zoom right now. Just get off. Get off. Because we don't need the negative energy on here. If you are fighting what I'm telling you right now, I really used to like McDonald's, y'all. When I was pregnant, let me tell y'all, when I was pregnant with all my kids, I craved McDonald's French fries every pregnancy. All right. So if you're fighting it, go on and log off. We love you. But you can get off. Because what we're building is unity, recognition, social proof, message consistency, and movement momentum. Everybody hear me on that? All right. So we're not going to see any other videos on your walls, except for the ones we're posting. We're going to see them in your stories, but not on your walls. Everybody got that? There's a difference. Put them in your stories. Put them in your stories. Whether you're posting it on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, the same video. Stanisha studied a campaign. They posted the same video for 1 year. The same one video. So here's what you're going to do to change it up a little bit, when you post it, you're going to use a different audio song behind it, but you're going to push the volume all the way down. So they're not going to hear the audio, but the algorithm will pick up that you're using a different audio and it will see it as a different video. Does everybody understand what I just said? So tomorrow we're going to post. Go ahead, Tanisha, you want to say something?
No, I'm listening to
Okay.
you.
Okay, so tomorrow we're going to post a video. It's going to be one video, but every time you post it, choose a different audio. When you post the audio, put the volume all the way down, and it will register as a different video because the audio is different. So we are not reposting. We're not reposting this because we're lazy. We're reposting because we're now being strategic. Say strategic in the comments. Say strategic in the comments. That's the money line. Strategy. Strategy. So slogans work because, listen, they are short, memorable, emotional, sticky, easy to repeat, easy to associate with a feeling. Patch 1 million. 1 million shift, identity shift. 1 million walking group. 1 million. Everything we do. Why is everything we do in red and black? My favorite color clearly is pink. Because this is not about Nina Moore. So I will tell you this. As much as I love people, I love y'all. I'm not posting your flyer if it's not red and black. Because that goes against the system. And clearly, y'all can see that everything Stanisha and I post is in red and black. So why would we do a flyer in any other color other than red and black? And if you're wondering, well, dang, why I need it in Postmark? Because I'm not. I'm not because it doesn't look like it's branded to what we're doing as a unit. Does this make sense? So you don't have to be upset. This is strategy. All right? Strategy. So let me tell you what brands do. They train the market to remember the brand instantly.
Yep.
Why do you think every video in my captions it says because the patch 1 million mission, the patch 1 million mission, the patch 1 million mission, the patch 1 million mission? As soon as you see a box come up on your step, that's right. If it's Amazon, you know. If it's Nike, you know what it is. So brands train the market to remember the brand instantly. A slogan is verbal branding because it creates recall. Y'all gonna be the baddest of the baddest of the baddest. When people hear it or they see it, they know who it belongs to. So when you see that red and black flying, who it belong to? Us. Us. The goal of the slogan is not to sound cute. The goal is to create memory because what people remember, they repeat. And what they repeat, they eventually respond to. So listen to this. Think about this, and I want you to throw me out the name of the brand when you hear this. All right? I'm going to make my point real clear. Throw the brand out when you hear me say the slogan. Just do it. Who is that? Let me see. There you go. There you go. I'm loving it.
McDonald's.
There it is, Tanisha.
Have a Coke my mic off. Let me use my mic.
Have a Coke and a smile. Coca-Cola. The quicker picker-upper. That's right, not Swifter, Bounty. So you can see the age difference right there. You can see the age gap because everybody of age said Bounty and Grace said Swiffer. Nope, the quicker picker-upper is Bounty. Melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Let me see. Let me see. Finger licking good. What was finger licking good? Okay, look at y'all. Can you hear me now? 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 Oh, y'all know. No, it wasn't AT&T, it was Verizon. Right? Let me see. Let me see who else you would know. Bet you can't eat just one. There you go. Snap, crackle, and pop. What was Snap, Crackle, and Pop? Rice Krispies. There it is. Calgon, Take Me Away. Right? Come on. What was that? Bubble Bath. So now you understand what I'm saying, right? You kind of understand what I'm saying. You remember them because they were repeated not once, but over and over until they became a part of the culture. They became literally every time you heard dun 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 good times, you already knew what was coming up. Ain't we lucky we got them? Dum 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 dum. You already knew. You knew the Golden Girls. You knew the Brady Bunch. Here's a story. You knew it. Whether you didn't even have to be in front of the TV. It was like, oh, Brady Bunch is on. You understand what I'm saying? So that's exactly what we want with this movement. Now, do you see why it's so important? Red and black. Now, do you see why it's so important? Patch 1 million. Now, do you see why it's so important? Right? So now I've explained this strategy and why it's so important. Over the next 30 days, the team posting the same high performing reels is smart because it creates message unity. Everybody is speaking the same language. That makes the mission feel bigger than one person. This is not about one person. This is about us looking like a unit, saying the same thing. So one, it creates message unity. Two, it reinforces the brand. If people keep seeing the same message from multiple people, the market starts to feel this thing is moving. This is everywhere. I need to pay attention. Let me tell you how your friends and people that are watching are going to join your Patch 1 million mission before they join you saying, this is super patch, super patch, super patch. They're not going to join that. They're going to be like, I don't want to do one of them things with them people. But what is Patch 1 million? What is that? How do I want to patch 1 million. I want to do that. I know people that need this. What is it that sounds more powerful to you, more moving? I want to patch 1 million people. It's a crusade. It's a crusade. So one, it creates message unity. Two, it reinforces the brand. Three, it multiplies exposure. One reel is a spark, but a team repeating the same message is a wildfire. When we repeat the same message, it's like pew, 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 pew. It removes the guesswork. It removes the guesswork. Many people stay inconsistent because they keep wondering, what do I post? Dang, I gotta find 12 videos to post today. No, you gotta find one. The one we're gonna give you. You don't even have to find it. We're gonna give you one video to post. Matter of fact, Tanisha, go ahead and drop one in the thing right here for them. I got a few on my desktop I can drop as well. So no decision is made. Your work gets easier for you because now you're not all over the place trying to. Now I do suggest you still in your stories post your stability test. In your stories, still show the work that you're doing. But on your wall, you post one video for the day 12 times. Everybody feel me? And if you don't want it 12 times, like every hour on an hour, pick like every other hour. But it need to go 12 times through the day. Look at Stanisha, they looking relieved.
Nina, make them on the hour, but you're going to show them how to schedule it, right?
All right, I'm scared. Yeah, we are. Make them what? What do you want me to do?
Well, I don't want to leave where people get to decide because it ain't going to work.
No. All right. No, every hour on an hour, Tanisha has spoken. Every hour on an hour. All right, y'all. 12 times in a row. So listen to this. Post the winning reel we give you. Tell your story in your stories, but you must commit to following up with people. Do we understand? If a reel already did 500,000 to over 1 million views, it already showed you that it knows how to stop the scroll. So
Nina,
why
you see that video?
we see like a Facebook link.
Okay, so they have to, okay, so Rosalind, download that video for me and upload it. It's the video where the girl You click that video. That video has went viral for me 3 times.
Okay, wait a
Where
minute.
the I don't know that girl, her name. She might be on here. I'm sorry for saying that girl. But she walks out. That video has gotten 1 million views for her. It's did it for me 3 times.
They
Like
said
that's
it shows once you click it, but
yeah. So you want me to up? Can somebody copy it and snap save it and then upload it, or just take the link and snap save it? But some people on here don't know how to do that. But
right,
that
that's why I
video,
never give them the videos. Y'all drop it in the thing. Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I want to log in Zoom on my other device. Allow other device. Yes. Hold on, I gotta allow this other device so that I could drop a video in there too. Give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. 741-907. 741-907.
I can upload it on WhatsApp too. I guess I
Yeah, we're
know
gonna
you
do them
got a
both.
Telegram and Rosin got a Telegram. Let's see. Let me upload it on here.
Okay, hold on. Let me start. All
And
right.
while she's helping that, you guys, if you feel like you don't have time to post,
We're gonna
Leah,
show
are
you what
you
to do, right?
scheduling? You're
Uh-huh.
scheduling with them? Okay, you
Yep,
got
we're gonna
I don't
schedule
gotta
tonight.
say
Yep.
nothing.
Hold on 1 second. All right, start with video. Sorry, y'all. I have
Your
to
girl Misha says she put it in the Telegram. So, oh, they can't write in the WhatsApp. I'll put it in the WhatsApp.
all right, hold on. Why is this volume? Let me mute this computer. Okay, I think we good now. All right, also, let me go to the chat and then I have this. I got the guy with the green shirt too
Yeah, that's a good one too.
here that you did. Here it is. There's
Yep.
one. And then y'all, all of these videos have done 500,000 or more. All right. So, all right, there's how many do we have? We only want 10 videos in this chat, Stanisha. So can you
Okay.
monitor that while I finish? All right, so let me finish now.
Okay.
All right, you monitor which videos. All right, so I said it removes the guesswork. All right, so number 4 was it removes the guesswork. Number 5, it leverages proven content, which is why I said if a reel already did 500,000 to 100 to 1 million views or more, it already showed you that it knows how to stop a scroll. Okay? Stop trying to be original when you have not yet mastered effective. So we got to stop trying to be original if you haven't already mastered effective. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So, part number 6, the role of personal stories. Even though the team is posting the same reels, their stories should personalize the movement. It personalizes what it's doing for you. That's why you still put them in your stories, not on your wall. All we should see on our walls is the same video. We got that? The same video. So that's where trust deepens. It deepens in your stories. The reel creates reach, but the story creates relationship. I want you to write that down. The reels create reach, but the stories create relationships. All right? And then use the reel for attraction. Use your stories for connection. And then use the inbox for conversion. Y'all got it? I'm going to say it again. You're going to use your reels for attraction. Use your stories for connection. And then use the inbox for conversion. All right. So I'm going to give you sales tips. I'm going to give you 10 practical sales tips. Hold on. We're going to tell you which one to use tomorrow because you can schedule them. We're going to schedule them in just a moment. Number 1, respond fast. Speed communicates professionalism and confidence. Don't overload people. Too much information is suffocating. 3, ask questions. What do they want? Yes, the videos are going to be a reel. You're going to post it every hour on the hour, the same way you all post your reels. Okay, why they keep going out and coming back? All right. So
Nina,
yes.
when I'm uploading it, it's uploading as a file for some reason.
In here,
Yeah, it's not just uploading the video.
what about when I put the video in here? Hold on. Mine is you know why? Because I downloaded mine and then I put it on my desktop and I dragged it over. So you see where I put it in that video, Tedra,
Oh,
is that
see that one I just put that say Snap Save? See, does it give people the opportunity to download it?
yes,
That's
that one's downloadable because the arrow is there.
all right.
Okay. All right. So don't overload people. Ask questions. Here's what you gotta ask them. Here's a great question, y'all. You ready? What caught your attention? We're too fast giving them the information without asking any questions. No, it is not 12 times on your stories. It is 12 reels. There's nothing to be confused about. I didn't say anything about 12 in stories in your story. I don't care if you have 100 stories, but it's going to be 12 reels every hour on the hour. The same thing we've been doing as the system, but you're going to really do the system. Okay? All right. So ask questions. What caught your attention? What are you looking for support with? Are you more interested in the product or the business? I ask that to almost everybody. Are you more interested in the being a customer or are you looking to be an ambassador? That's actually what I said to say to people. I don't say the word business. All right? We speak to pain and desire. Number 4, speak to pain and desire. Sell the outcome, not the item. Sell the outcome, not the item. All right, that was number 4. Number 5, match their emotion. If they are excited, don't respond like a bored librarian. No offense to librarians. I'm just saying, you got to match energy. If they're saying, "Oh my God, I'm so tired of being in pain." I understand how you feel. My grandmother felt, my aunt felt, my dad felt, I felt. Right? You got to understand, have some compassion and empathy. Okay? So you want to match their emotion. Number 6, be clear, not confusing, because confused minds do nothing. Confused minds do nothing. Number 7, use social proof. People trust what other people are already doing. So we're going to be using social proof because we're going to be doing what? The same reel every hour on the hour for 12 hours. All right? For the next 30 days. Now, number 8, we follow up. No response does not always mean no. Sometimes it means they got distracted. And here you are now in your feelings because somebody didn't respond fast enough. And now you think that they didn't want to support you and blah, blah, nobody ever. But did you even follow up? Maybe they forgot. Maybe they got distracted. Maybe they got a phone call. Maybe they lost a message. Number 9, stay emotionally detached from the outcome. Serve boldly. Don't beg. Don't beg. And number 10, be consistent. A lot of people do not have a sales problem. They have an inconsistency problem. It's all right. Y'all could just say ouch. So emotional psychology phrases. Listen to this. People buy when pain is high and hope is present. People buy when pain is high and hope is present. Emotion opens the door. Logic signs the paperwork. Remember that marketing is memory work. Marketing is memory work. Remember that the sale is in the follow-up. Consistency is a sales strategy. It is not a personality trait. Your habit, remember she talked about your habits. So get your habit right and understand that consistency is a sales strategy. People don't buy the best product every time. They often buy the product they remember, the story they remember. Okay? So here's the thing. Why do people need to see it over and over and over again? Because they're busy, distracted, skeptical, overwhelmed, and they forget. Repetition is how strangers become familiar, and how familiar becomes trusted, and how trusted becomes purchased. So we're not just posting reels, we're building a movement, a patch 1 million movement, a movement. All right, y'all? Same mission, same momentum, same sound, same fire. The winning reels are not old to the people who have never seen them. It doesn't matter. And even for the people who have seen them, repetition makes the message stronger. We're going to flood the timelines, flood our stories, flood conversations. And while the reel creates attention, your story will create connection and your follow up will create conversion. That is how Patch 1 million grows. So, what we're going to do is go on to your Facebook. You are unable to copy the reels. All right. So, we need someone to put them like in the WhatsApp, put them in the let's do the first video first. Stanisha, which one did you say was the number one? Was the
I
first
put the
video?
first one in the WhatsApp chat.
All
The
right,
first one that's uploaded.
let me go grab it. Let me go
Oh,
grab
so
it.
some of them are giving error first and then it's uploading.
All right, hold on one second. I'm gonna grab it.
Like the ones that went viral of yours, because of the time, it keeps giving me an error. So I'm trying to see if it's going to.
Okay, so this is the first one right here.
This is the Freedom Page.
Yes,
With,
that's the one
okay,
that go viral for some reason all the
right here
time.
in Philly. Yeah, I mean she's a Philly.
Yeah.
All right, when she Kim's grandmom.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna drop it in the Telegram for those that are not maybe for whatever reason in the WhatsApp. I'm gonna put it in the Telegram right now. I'm gonna mark it in the video folder as video number 1. All right.
Yes.
So let me mark it as video number 1. Can everybody please don't post anything right now? Let me mark it as video number 1. Video
It's in the
number
WhatsApp too, guys.
1.
In the
That
Patch
way
1
they'll
million
let me
chat.
mark that as video number 1. Uh-oh, wait a minute. So that you actually know that says video number 1. Y'all see that? Well, it's loading in there. Okay. Thank you. Latasha did put it in there, but it's not marked as video number 1. That one's video number 1. All right. It's there. Everybody take video number 1. And what you're going to do now is go to your Facebook.
Does everybody have it? Does everybody have
have it yet?
And Nina, can you share your screen and post it or no? Because I think
Probably.
there's some people who don't even know how to schedule.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I can do it from my computer, that I can do it from my computer. Hold on a second.
Okay. Does type number 1, guys, if you have video number 1, just type it in the comments. Don't get overwhelmed. If you don't got it, then we're about to make sure that you have it. Okay. If you see someone who doesn't have it, send them a message real quick. Figure out how to get it. Message to do what you need to do to get it. Okay.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me add a video. Let me send this to.
It's in the WhatsApp group. So if you're in the WhatsApp group, also
Up and
this
also
video
and Telegram.
and it's in the different telegrams.
Yep. All right.
Roslyn, did you post it in the Telegram too?
All right, they said they can see. All right, listen, y'all don't have to start putting number 1 in the Telegram. It's already there. Don't do that, because what you're gonna do is drive them. Let me delete them comments. You don't want to drive the messenger away from the video. I know you think you're helping, but you're not. It's going to drive, let me delete these comments. We don't want to drive the, I already put it in a teller. You don't do that. It's going to drive everybody away from the video. It's in the folder that says videos and testimonials. That's where we're supposed to put all of the videos, y'all. Okay? Hold on a second. Too much activity. Everybody just relax. We're going to make sure everybody has the video. This is why it's important to join the chats, because this is where we drop the information. And every moment you don't join a chat, you're missing the information. So video number one, y'all see it? Boom. Video number one is right there without all the comments. I will put a heart on it. There's some hearts on it. So there we go. That's video number one. Now hold on, Stanisha, because you asked me to try it on my computer. Let me try and see if I could get it. There's the video. It is not.
If you don't have the video, send me a message on Facebook right now, or me or Roslyn or somebody, and or text me.
Now I know I just saved this video to my phone.
But it's in the WhatsApp chat.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Just gotta go to the video so I can send it to my computer. All right, let me see. MacBook Pro.
And what we can do is after this one, we will email the video. We can email it for people with the instructions of what to do.
Yep. Okay.
Whatever
Oh
you
yeah,
want.
through the, well, I don't know if the video actually goes to
Through the Stand
oh,
Store.
okay, wait a minute. I'm just trying to get this darn video to
And
go
guys,
on.
don't get overwhelmed on this part, because there's 250 people basically on this training. If we could get all of 250 people to just do this, I mean, you got to think about it. After 30 days, you would be able to tell us the system Nina and Tanisha is talking about don't work. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So just try it. You don't have
Okay.
absolutely nothing to lose. If we can get our organization on one accord with this, just with this 250 people that master 100 customers with 2 SmartShips, we would be doing about 3.5 million in this organization, which is so easy.
All right, let me
Lord.
see. Tanisha, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Let me try it on my computer. I'm not certain if it's gonna let me schedule it. Describe your reel. Hold on, y'all. Let me describe my reel. Let me show you what I do. I go here and I have pinned notes, and I'm going to use something like this, right? That has my captions. Y'all see what I'm doing? Copy and paste. This makes it a lot easier for me. I'm going to describe the reel, and I'm going to say, this one melted my heart, right? And then I'm going to paste the rest of that, all right, which tells people what to do. So this one melted my heart. I'm going to take away prepare to be sick of me, because that doesn't really speak to what I'm saying in this. You see this? Patch 1 million mission is coming to a city near you. I'm always reminding people, all right? Now, I don't know if I can see the rest of my screen on here. Hold on. Let me try to, uh-oh. Shucks, what did I just do? Okay, here we go. Trim video. See, I can't see now. Hold on. Let me see if next, it says my reel is safe to publish. I don't want to publish it. I want to actually, so let me see, closed caption, underscore
And I
texture.
want to say something on the cover. For some reason, when the video looks like that, your cover right now with that photo that she has there and that's how the front of the video should look. Because I don't know if it's the picture why people are stopping. But then what I saw was that, because that video of Kim and her, I don't think that's her grandmother, but when that went viral, and then what's this lady's name, Nina?
Um, Danielle Parker.
When Danielle's video went viral on Instagram and she added a her thing on it, I'm like, okay, so it's 2 times it went viral. Her cover went
Mhm.
viral and the video with Kim went viral. So I'm like, this video has to be just a hit. So if you make sure on the cover when you post it, it looks like what's on Nina's cover right there, even
All right, so
though
yeah,
it went
I'm gonna
viral with
try.
Pink.
I'm gonna hit next. I don't know what's gonna happen, y'all,
Okay.
but for sake of being on the computer, I'm gonna hit next. Okay, y'all. So I hit next, and then it says Oh, thank you, Lord. Look, y'all. It says scheduling options right here. I'm scheduling this to go. And let me give you a little tip. Every hour on the hour is shouldn't go at like 9:00. I learned a tip from watching some influencers the other day. It should go at like either you want to do it like 8:57 or you want to do 9:02, 9:03, 9:04, 9:06. And the reason why is because you're fighting for attention from people who are posting at that exact time. So tomorrow is Wednesday, the 11th, correct? We choose the 11th. I'm going to start my first one at about I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to go 8 to 8. All right? So I'm going to start at about 7:57 a.m. 7:57 a.m. Y'all see that? And then hit schedule for later. And then you come back right here and hit skip. Now, I didn't put any sound on my reel because I don't honestly know how to do that from my computer. So for sake of this, but every other time I post this video, guess what I'm going to do? From my phone, I'm going to add an audio. All right. So the first one I'm putting up, boom, schedule. So the first one is scheduled for right before 8 o'clock. Now, all I have to do is go in and do what? Post the rest. All right. I got to go now to the next hour. But now all the guesswork is gone because we're posting that same video all day long. We want to give you time right now to go ahead and post your videos and start scheduling out while we're on the computer with you. I'm going to bring Stanisha up here with me. All right. We're on the screen together and we're going to stay on here while you all are scheduling your reels. All right. Thank you, Sally. All right.
What's she doing?
She just posted like save the video to your phone, click on the plus sign on Facebook, click reel. She put all of the instructions as to how to get to post a reel.
Oh.
All right. All right, y'all.
So who's stuck?
Who's anybody stuck? Feel
Now,
like
Nina,
stuck?
see what I sent you on your Instagram where you saw the cheese and cracker thing I was talking about.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Don't get off of here till you know how to schedule and your posts are scheduled. And for these masterminds, I'm not trying to be mean or any of that, but if we go on your page and you're posting opposite of what we have spent 2 hours training on, do your thing. But the next training, you won't be on it. Okay. Because we are spending all the time together. We're saying, like she said, we have to be able to measure it. If we have commercials that work, what are we even doing? Because the truth is, I don't want to speak too fast, but what we were talking about, we've got several commercials that have proven to make somebody a six-figure income if you keep posting it. So please, for the love of God, if you don't want to do it, it's fine, but don't be on the training because we're not going to waste time. We have a definite aim that we want this organization to do. We want a certain amount of people with personal income. And there's no way on God's green earth, no way, if we're training on identity and we're all doing the same thing, we might have to send some people through deliverance of how it works so well for some people, and for some people it sucks. That's impossible. So now you have the opportunity to blame me or Nina that the screaming and what we're talking about is not the truth. And who's your top? Who's been getting a lot of customers from you,
You
Nina?
mean Janet, Bernice,
Who one of
well,
them? Who
but
one
to
of them
their
other things?
website, where's
No,
Janet?
to the website. To the website.
Who's getting I don't know. Who's getting a lot of customers to the website?
I want to while you figure out.
Okay, so hold
I
on.
want
I need to let me say this. Let me go
okay,
back
go ahead.
because for some reason everybody is now asking. Okay, I said We're posting the same video 12 times.
Right.
Every hour on the hour for 12 hours. Does everybody understand that part? I did not say we're posting multiple videos. I said we're going to post the same video for 12 hours on the hour tomorrow. So which video are we posting tomorrow? Video number 1.
Yeah.
Does everybody have that part? Let me make sure everybody got that part, because that ain't what everybody's saying. Everybody's asking me all these different questions about, so we're posting 12 different videos tomorrow. No, that's not what I said. I said we're posting one video, video number 1. We're only on video number 1. Okay. Yes, please, Grace. Come on. Grace is going to do a mobile.
Oh yeah, Grace.
Let me add her. I could, because I don't have my phone. I'm not on my phone.
I'll add her. I'll add her.
Add her to the screen. No, I'm just saying
Yep.
I can't show them on my phone because I'm not actually on my phone. She's going to walk you through on your phone. Now listen.
Oh,
You're going to post, no, bring her up. One
she
video.
up there.
I don't see her up here.
Grace is there. It's because for some reason you have to you only see yourself, right?
No, I see you too.
Oh, I
Did
got
you make her-
Robin and Grace is there.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't see. Grace, start talking.
I gotta
Oh,
have her
she's not-
unmute herself.
You gotta,
Unmute yourself, Grace.
All right. Hey guys, I'm up here.
all right, hold on, because I'm gonna bring you to the screen. Keep talking.
All right. What's
All
going on, guys? I'm gonna
Okay,
do
hold
a-
on, Grace. Hold on. All right. All right, now here we go. Not only are we posting the
Now only
same,
you in the spotlight.
huh? No,
Let me
but we're
see.
all pinned. Wait, can y'all see all 3 of us on the screen? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Leave it. They can see
Oh, I
all of
only
us on the
see
screen.
you.
No.
Yeah, because we're on spotlight. So I see you now, Tanisha.
Yeah,
Now-
you don't need to.
And now I see Grace. So
Let
let
me-
Grace talk. Go ahead.
But hold on. No, wait. Before she starts talking, because they acting confused. All right. So I don't care what captions you use. I'm just telling you it's a lot easier to use the same caption, but change the first line. That's what I just said. But I don't really care what caption you use. If you want to make it difficult, I'm going to tell you the most difficult part of posting is coming up with a caption for every video. So that is why you just saw, I literally just showed y'all how I have one generic caption post. I took the caption post, I changed the first line, took one other line out of there, and boom. Y'all got it? You want to make this as simple as possible. What I said was change the audio every time and it'll make it a different video. And Grace is getting ready to show you, because I couldn't show you from the computer. Grace is getting ready to show you how you're able to, y'all got it? All right. Tanisha, can you see everybody now?
I just see you.
Change your view to multi-speaker
It
view.
is. It is.
that?
Yes,
All right.
I see like
Grace, start
30
speaking.
people at the
start
bottom
speaking.
and you.
Hey, can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? All right,
Yes.
what's up, y'all? Okay, so if you are on your mobile device, when you go to Facebook, and I'm getting ready to share my screen right now. Share my screen. Start broadcast. 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. You guys can still hear me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Can see my screen? Okay. So you're on Facebook. You're gonna click the reel. Now, when you click this
This is
reel,
the
and I'm
freedom
gonna pause
patch
it
and this is
before
the
I turn it
liberty
down.
patch. Wait till you see what they do to people
When
that
you
can barely
click
walk.
this reel, at the top, at the very top, you're gonna see where it says audio. This is how you add a song on top of your reel before you go to schedule your post. So,
Grace, can you mute
Mute
the
the video, Grace.
Mute the
Turn the
video.
volume off on the video.
Pause it.
yeah, it's not letting me pause it. Give me a second.
Turn your volume down on the screen. There you go.
All right.
Ready?
So you go to the plus sign, you go to Reels, you click the video, and you go to
This is the
audio.
freedom patch and this is the liberty
I'm
patch.
turning this video down just for the sake of training. But when you upload your reel, do not touch camera audio. So when you're finding your song that you want to put on top, I'm going to choose Lady Lady by Olivia Dean because that's a popular viral song right now. So I'm going to select that song. Automatically it's going to take you to the control center for audio. Turn it down. Turn this up. If it's already up, don't touch it. If it's down, turn it up. And then what you're gonna do is just tap out of it. You're gonna hit done. It's gonna bring you back here, right? But for the sake of the training, I'm gonna turn it down so you guys can hear me. You're gonna click done. So at this point, your added audio is already on the video. You should be hearing the original sound from this video. Then you're going to hit next. Once you hit next, you have your generic caption. I'm gonna put my captions. Right? This is like my form of a generic caption. So I'm going to copy this. I'm gonna go back to Facebook. This is like my generic posting caption, right? Why suffer when there's a solution? Okay, now everything is right here. Scheduling options is right here at the bottom. You should see it. Scheduling options. You're gonna hit scheduling options, and then you're gonna hit schedule for later. It's gonna take you to Wednesday, March 11th. I want to post it. I start my postings at 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna post it at 7:57.
Is that the time? Is that the time Nina started posting?
It doesn't matter as long as it's not on the hour of
No,
8 o'clock.
let's
Okay.
all tell them what to do.
7:57. Yes.
7:57, please.
7:57 is the time, y'all.
Okay. So I started at 7:57. Even though my original posting time was 8, okay, I wanted to go up at 7:57 a.m. I'm gonna hit save. After I hit save, I'm gonna hit the arrow to go back. Everything is now in order, and all you do is hit schedule, and we're done.
Now, Grace, so you can stay here then. Is there anybody that's confused, which I'm sure some people are, who's just sitting here overwhelmed, like, what the heck is this that she's showing? Okay. Miss Brenda is confused. Who else is confused? Just say me in the comments. And then, Miss Brenda, what you got to do is you got to pick your phone up. Okay. Several people are saying Denise is confused. Charlene is confused. All right, guys. So what we're going to have you do, you're going to have to pick your phone up right now. You're going to have to get the video. Do you have the video? There's a video. If you're in a Telegram group, the video is there. If you're in the WhatsApp, the video is there. The video is here. So number one, grab the video. And let me tell you something. Now, if you're over 65, I'm being nice to you, but when we're on the training, don't just sit while they're training. You gotta try to do it. So Nina just uploaded the video. So take that video and download it. Okay, there go the video. Everybody grab the video. Okay, take that video. Who don't know how to grab the video? Don't ask questions about how they order, guys. Just wait a second. You have a website. We'll show you that. Okay, they don't know how to grab the video. So what you're going to do is that video Nina just posted. Okay, Nina uploaded Nina just posted the video Nina just posted in the messages. Put your thumb on that and press it. and you can download it to your phone. Okay. Put your thumb on the video Nina just uploaded. Okay. And you could download it to your phone. Grace, if you want to talk, can guide them through grabbing the video. There's some older people on here that it don't sound simple to them.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Thank you,
if
Kiera.
you are utilizing,
Wait a second. Wait a second. All the steps, literally, if they just read, Sally put step by step, it's so much easier, but also they're not doing what we're saying. They're just kind of sitting there. So you gotta look, you're gonna feel confused if you don't go into action. The best way to get over your fear is to move. So the first thing you gotta do is open up your Facebook, right? So while Grace is saying, open up the Grace Facebook, you had to have saved the video to your phone first, which Tanisha just walked you through.
But make sure I don't think they know how to do it.
You
so
just
I
told
think
them
we
to save it.
I think we have to literally do it step by step. Like,
Exactly.
Right.
They don't know how to
everyone
listen
open
and open the
it.
Facebook.
Like
right.
they have
They
to
don't know
like
how to do it.
one by one, step by
One
step.
by one, slow. They don't know how to do it. So once we teach them one time, they'll be fine. Everybody don't know how to do it.
Once everyone has the video in their phone, put a number 1 in the chat. That's the first step. If you have the video in your phone, put a 1 in the chat.
Grace, the clearer question is, because if you say one, the people who don't know how to do it are going to get lost in the messaging. The clearer question is, who's struggling to put the video in their phone? Who doesn't know how to do it? Okay, let's all grab the video. So there's people who don't know. Don't type 1. If you don't know how to grab the video, it's okay. Say that you don't know how. So now, don't type nothing else. Nina, please upload the video one more time. Don't type nothing in the messages, guys. Don't type in the messenger. Don't type. Don't type nothing in there. No one type. So now on the Zoom, what you're going to do, Nina just uploaded it. Okay. So look in the messenger. Okay. Look in the messenger. There may be people who don't know how to look in the messenger, but you typed in there. Okay. So in the messenger, Nina just put the video. All you're going to do when it uploads, if it's uploaded for you, is push the video, push the video down. Push the video down. Okay. Or click the 3 dots. Okay, on my phone, it's uploading as an image versus a
Same
video.
for me. It's open to
So Nina, that's an image. You mute it. Anna, don't type in the comments.
Hold on a second.
I don't think we can upload videos, just links.
Okay.
Hold
So
on. You can load a video there. Hold on.
and I think I added the file. Let's see. Okay, and Nina, I just added the snap save file, which Miss Brenda, don't type nothing. Okay. Wait a second. No one asked no questions. Hold on. It's okay.
Just give me
So
1 second and I'm going to put the video there. If everybody just give me 1 second.
see, once we go through this once, it's gonna be good. All right.
Hold on, y'all. Every time I try to put it over there, it's making my screen. Okay, we're gonna put this right here. Did it go there? Hold on a second. It's loading, I believe. Yep, it is. Okay, now I'm come back to Zoom. Give me 1 second. Let me slide this over. Okay, now they can save it from Zoom.
Okay. So now if you look in the messenger and you don't know how to download it, if you look right there in the messenger, in the messages, you see Nina, don't comment anything. You see Nina just uploaded something. Just click on that rectangle, click on that box. And when you click on the box, after you click on the box, you're going to see that it looks like this. Look. Okay, after you click on the box. So Nina has this video right here. Okay, the video is right there. I'm going to click that. When I click that, the next thing is download. And the video is downloading to your phone. Don't comment in the chat. Everyone do it. We're going to give you 1 minute to download the video.
And it's
Okay.
going to where your photos and videos are on your phone.
Okay, just let them download it real quick. Okay. It's a little arrow to tell you to download it. So download it. All right. Yep, it's the same on the, who has an Android? Does it look the same on the Android? Yep, it's the same thing on the Android. Yes, it is. Okay, so don't start commenting. Don't start commenting because we got people saying yes. You need to click the rectangle. Okay. Now, after this, whoever your upline is, if you don't know, because we gotta go. Whoever your upline is, if you can't get the video, so now you should have the video to your phone. Okay. So now, Grace, you can go ahead and go to the whole thing with opening the Facebook app up, because some people don't know. Hold on a second. Okay, so look, now open the Facebook app. Okay. Some people don't even know where to go to post a reel. So click on the Facebook app. Okay. Once you click on the Facebook app, if you're at the home page, okay, when you're on the Facebook app, I'm scheduled, just click your little face up at the top to go to your profile. Okay. Then after you click your little face at the top and go to your main profile, you're going to click on where it says all, then it says reels. I'm going to click that. Okay. And then once I click where it says reels, I'm going to create a reel. Grace, you got it from there?
Yes, I do got it from there.
Let's make
perfect.
sure that they've done that. Because if they haven't
Right.
done that, they're going to be super
Right.
lost in just
Yep,
30
true.
seconds.
Mhm.
Did you all load the video? Did you do that? All right, perfect. Now that you've selected that reel, now this is what you do. Grace, walk them through it.
Okay. So we're here. Is there anybody not on this screen?
We can't see that, Grace, because you
Share
got a
your screen
background.
again, Grace, like you were doing.
You got to take your background down, or we can't see that.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Is this better?
Can you
just-
share it, put it
I'm
on the
about to-
screen like you were doing at first?
Yeah, I'm gonna just do that.
And then once you're done that, I'm going to give some simple captions.
Okay. Is there anybody that's not on this screen? Is anyone confused on how to get to this screen right here? I can't see the chat, so y'all gotta let me know.
No, Stanisha walked them through that. You're now supposed to show them.
So once you hit create reels, your video is right here. You're gonna click the reel. Everybody click the
This
reel.
is the freedom patch and this is the liberty patch. Wait till you see what they do to people that can barely walk.
Don't pay attention to what I'm doing right now. Does everybody have their reel uploaded? Once you have your reel uploaded, you're going to hit audio at the very top. It's the very first button with the music symbol. You're going to hit audio. From there, you choose an audio. They're giving you a bunch of different sounds to place upon your video. So the fire signs, those are trending hot audios right now. So I'm gonna hit Lady Lady.
That lady, she's the man. I think she
screen.
got a master plan.
I'm gonna
Something
turn
I
this
don't
big blue bar down. And we're gonna make sure that this camera audio is up. Where it says camera audio above, we're gonna make sure it's up. For the sake of this training, I'm turning it down. But we want to make sure that we see the blue bar up. Once that's done, you hit done at the top. It's gonna bring you back to your original screen. All you do is click next at the bottom. Once you hit next, you're gonna input your simple caption.
Which if they look in here, here's some simple captions, and they must also put their link. So use one of these simple captions, it doesn't matter, or come up with something through ChatGPT and make sure you say, join the Patch 1 Million mission, and then add your Super Patch link to every video you post. Everybody see those captions in the chat? The same place, the chat is where you said, I don't know what I'm doing. That's what the chat is. Do y'all see that? Y'all can put your finger on that where it says 12 simple captions you can use. Put your finger on it and copy it. Then go to the notes on your phone, to the notes section in your phone, and you can put your finger on an empty note on your phone, press your finger down and push paste so that you're now saving your captions to your notes. Does everybody see that? Grace just did it for you. Nicole, of course.
I'm tapping the screen and I'm hitting paste. And then she said to also add your link. So I know my link is down here. I'm gonna add my link.
And while you're doing that, for all of y'all that's confused, go on this page, go on my page, go on Grace's page. When the reel uploads, copy the caption, okay? Change your link, just in case you're trying to figure this part out. All you have to do is watch the pages, but you should definitely schedule all your posts out tonight, because again, if we sit here for 2.5 hours and tomorrow we see on your page as that you didn't do anything, that's just not fair. Like, it's not fair. So your dedication to the organization is what's fair. And we're going to give you everything, but you have to be able to utilize it. If you're overwhelmed, your upline or whoever on your team or teams or whatever will work with you personally, but it's really taking a video. Nina trained you. Take the video, post it in the reels. If you don't know how to post on the reels, you might need to take some time to figure that out. She showed you how to change, take different audios, keep your camera audio up, turn the new audio down. If you don't know how to do that, do the first part. Post the reel with the captions and schedule it. If you don't know how to do that yet, and reach out to somebody and help them. But the number one thing that's most important is that video with the captions need to be on your page. Is it 10 or 12 times, Nina? 12, 10, what did you say?
12, and I just put all the time so nobody's confused, because I already see people saying, oh, well, I posted mine at 8:11 and I posted mine at, that's not what we told you to do. We said
Come on,
post
y'all.
them every hour on the hour at the same time. There are the times: 7:57, 8:57, 9:57, 10:57. If you are on PST time, you posted at your time in Pacific Standard Time.
Yep, or
If
Eastern,
you are
don't
on
matter.
Eastern, if you're on Central, you posted at your 7:57 Central, your 7:57 PST. All right, everybody? All
You
right.
guys made it even more easier. All right. So we have our simple caption. All you do, if you're on a mobile phone, you might have to scroll down a little bit. I'm on my iPad, but you'll scroll until you see scheduling options. Once you see scheduling options, hit the arrow to your right, and you're going to hit schedule for later. It automatically has you on tomorrow. So I'm gonna scroll and set my time to 7:57 a.m. Well, I already have one for 7:57, so I'm gonna set it for 8:57 now. 8:57 a.m. and then you click save. Once you click save, you're back at the scheduling options screen. You're gonna hit the arrow to your left and it's gonna bring you back to the captions screen. Once you're back at this caption screen, after you've scheduled your time, all you hit now is schedule and you are done. Is there anyone still confused on the process? It's okay if you're still confused. That's why we're here.
Okay, so we can do this. Anyone that needs help, Grace is gonna do like a master, like a small training. That is a fee for that because she's gonna have to sit there and walk you guys through it. So for all of you guys that are confused, you have no idea what's going on. Like you want to be a part of it, but you have no idea what's going on. Grace is going to do a training where y'all gonna sit there. You can do a Q&A. I don't know if she said she was available tomorrow or whenever you are. That class is 27 bucks. Okay. So if you need extra help, it's an hour where she will sit there and she will show you and you can ask questions and she will help you get it scheduled out. So if you guys need that, then pay Grace and you'll have not a one-on-one. It's going to be other people on there and she will let you guys know the time so she can walk you through it slowly and surely. Does anybody need that extra class? Who needs the class? Grace, stop sharing your screen, please.
Yeah, please. So also, you all, I did mention that you're using a different song for every video. And I explained that in the training that you're using a different song so that the algorithm would look at it as a different video. Y'all remember when I said that? Now, if you're not able to schedule a reel, I believe Sally addressed that above. Sally, can you also repeat what you posted about people who are not able to schedule their reels? They have to change their account to what? All right, you have to have right. So hold on a second.
A business account.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I was looking at another message. All right, so you're changing. Latoya?
Yes, we posting it every
Latoya
day.
Bruce. No, Latoya Bruce. You just asked, do you change the music every video you schedule? Now, Latoya, you getting a spanking. Because I just said you are changing the song on every video. So every hour we change the music. Okay, I'm not going to say that no more. Next, Sally says, click the 3 lines on the left, click settings, go to audience and visibility. Under profile details, click the next option and change it to professional mode. Do you
And if
see
you're
it?
still confused, that's something that I could walk you through as well.
All right, Sally, post those directions again a few times.
Right. So let me just say something real quick. So for everyone that is confused and don't even know about reels and all that kind of stuff, and you need to be in the class, Grace, how do you want them to contact you to get on the class for you to help them and let them know when that actual class is?
They can actually just text my phone number.
Okay, what's the number?
213.
Okay, guys, 213
424
424
3511.
3511. And they can do what? Cash App, Apple Pay, what?
Cash App, Apple Pay, Zelle is fine. My Cash App is dollar
Hey,
sign.
when they text you, you
Oh,
can give
yeah.
them that. I'm
Text me
telling
your
I want to say something because we're good in on almost 3 hours. If you don't know how to do it, go on the class. Don't let tomorrow pass and you don't know how to do it. Take the $27 because you're going to be overwhelmed and you're not going to do anything. And I already told you, in order to become one of the greats, it's not about how you feel. Because I remember when I didn't understand the internet, this can be overwhelming. But because we understand the internet, it sounds like it's so simple. And I understand that it's not that simple for everybody. So you know what you got to do? We gave you 3 hours of free training. Now you're going to spend $27 and somebody's going to sit there with you for an hour with a collective group of people who are confused. And she's going to help you learn how to schedule posts because once you know how to do that, you're good. That's the whole system. So it's $27 plus 3 hours of free training. Okay. So all of you guys, again, the number is, say it one more time, Grace.
213
213
424 3511.
All right. So make sure you text her that for all of you guys that understand how to schedule a reel, but you're a little confused on what Nina's talking about with audios and all this kind of stuff. Like you know how to take the video, but you're confused on the audios and the captions, then you need to be on the class. As a matter of fact, I would get on the class. I would just get on the class. It's $27. It's the best investment that you can do. For the rest of us that know exactly what we're doing, Nina, I'm finished with my scheduled posts, with my audio and all of that kind of stuff. Once you learn how to do it, it's very simple. It's very simple, but I do understand that it's not simple to everyone yet. So if you're not an expert at scheduling and it takes you, Nina, how long it take you to schedule 10 or 12 videos?
I did it this morning. I did 10 straight because I keep my caption simple. I did 10 straight in about 15 minutes.
Okay, so you need 15 minutes a day to create a six-figure income in the super patch business. And if you think $27 is too much to get extra training and be able to ask questions, I don't know what to say. So, Nina, where's the flyer for the 1 million identity shift challenge?
1 second.
Make sure y'all text Grace. If you're confused, don't be overwhelmed. Remember, to identity shift, you can't not go off your emotions. Take the $27 page. Grace is an expert at anything to do with the internet. So in her class is actually like $300, but she's doing something for us for 27 because she's going to take it as a collective with everybody. 27 bucks. And now what we got last that we're going to do, guys, this was really a mastermind. Did you guys enjoy today? It was really a mastermind. It was like a real conference. Okay. And so what we are launching, guys, to continue to advance and shift is the 1 million identity shift walk challenge. Nina's going to pull that up for me.
1 second, boo. I don't know why my computer acting crazy. Hold on.
All right. Or send it to Grace. I like how when she share her screen, how simple it is. And we're going to be working over the next 30 days while Nina is doing that. Every day we're going to give you an audio. Okay. Every day we're going to give you an audio, okay, to shift your mindset. Who is interested in being in the 1 million identity shift challenge? Type 1 million in the comments if you're with it. Are you going to listen to the audios? People are pouring themselves into you. Okay, it's a lot of work, a lot of talking, but over the next 30 days, there is no reason why on God's earth that you do not finish this month with at least 1,000 points in personal sales from customers. We're giving you grace this month, okay? And I will know for a fact that the people who do not finish with at least 1,000 in sales, it's for two reasons. Number one, you didn't listen to the audio that we drop for you every day. Okay. Every day, we're going to give you about 15 to 20 minutes of training. What I want you to do as we build the culture on social media, regardless if you're walking your steps outside, you have to walk your steps while you're sitting down, you walking it in the bathroom in front of the mirror. The point is for that 15 to 20 minutes, we are going to charge you because what we're trying to do is send you through a paradigm as you go through this system. The only output we need from you is for you to move your feet and post a reel. That's the only output you need for a six-figure income. Okay? That's the only output. Does that sound too hard to do? The hardest part is going to be the identity shift. Okay? So if you accept this challenge with us, what I want you to do is take this flyer, tell ChatGPT to put your picture right in the middle with us, and we're going to flood the internet after this training with this challenge. You're going to, and another thing you're going to do is, because you're going to see a lot of y'all not talking to me in the comments. I know y'all not. I'm tired. Okay. So the other thing that you want to pay attention to is you want to make sure that you appear on flyers with myself, or you appear on flyers with Nina. And the reason why it is most of the viral videos have us on them. Okay. So what you do is you form the partnership through your marketing where I know those ladies, or I know him and her, like you want that. So on the flyer, just tell Chat GPT to add you to this flyer. I'm going to give you a bunch of affirmations that I want you to say out loud every single morning. If you want to create some content for yourself, record yourself saying it. And we are going to finish this month. We're going to finish this month with at least 1 million in sales. And what I love so much about what's going to happen is it's going to be so scalable. Okay. It's going to be extremely scalable. And the reason that it is because we're going to shift your mind to stop. Type 1,000 in the comments. How many people on here? 200. Let me see 150 1,000s. Give me at least 150, because you're going to do that in personal customer sales. You're going to do it in personal customer sales. If you do the system, there's no way that you can't. There's no way that you can't. But you know what? Some of you guys, you are on this training, and I'm just telling you, you're overwhelmed right now. It's like the audio, the captions. Pay the $27 and get on the class, because you don't want to get left behind. Because I'm telling you something. If I go on a page, and if Nina goes on a page, or we get word back from one of your uplines or whatever, that we sat here and trained for 3 hours, and you decide tomorrow that you're not doing it, you are not invited back to this 8-figure mastermind, because it's not fair. Okay. If we're going to pour into you, the way you pour back is to show your appreciation and actually do the system, which is all we want you to do is move your feet, listen to some audios, and post some reels. It's literally that simple. I would like trust their coaching and wisdom. I see a breakthrough in my business. And that's what I wanted to end it with. I want Grace to come on the screen and talk real quick about your resistance that you had, maybe your own stubbornness towards doing the business, and what happened when you shifted your mindset when it came to the whole entire system and what you were doing.
Yes, so I joined Super Patch September.
Why your camera not on?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I joined Super Patch September 2025, and as Nina's content creator, I was watching her patch people, and I didn't know what she was doing. I'm like, what is this? I was completely sold by what I saw, because I couldn't unsee what I saw. And I said, no, I was so hyped to join the business. I'm like, I'm going to do it. I finally joined, but I really wasn't all in. Like,
right.
I thought I was. I thought I was all in, but I really wasn't all in. I wasn't posting because I was, as you know, I'm a full-time content creator, or I was a full-time content creator. And I had clients. I'm working on a whole nother business. I was building a whole nother business. And I was really hustling and bustling. And I just wasn't focused on Super Patch. I kind of was just gliding by. I would post here and there, up and down. And if I could be 100% honest, and I did talk to Mrs. Moore about this, but I talked to Nina about this, and I said, you know, I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. I was feeling some imposter syndrome, because I was looking at you and Stanisha as the head of this group, and you guys are killing it. And I'm like, there's absolutely no way that I'm able to break out in my business like this, go viral, get customers. Like, I would watch Nina every day be stuck wherever she is, responding back to customers and responding back to prospects and meeting up with people as her content creator. And I'm like, dang, there's no way I can get to this point. Like, there's no way. And, you know, I just kind of I would say I abandoned my post in Super Patch. Like, I'm hearing the trainings. I'm on the trainings every Monday. I'm right there. I was living with Nina for 5 months. I was there every day, day in and day out, watching her post. She'll say, oh, I'm finna schedule my post. And I'm sitting there like, I don't feel like it. Like, I was not following the systems.
Right.
But I'm watching her win big. I'm watching Sanisha win big. And I felt so small. And then as of recently, you know, I moved into my own place. I'm here. And I went through like a mental decline.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I went to a worship night service. And at the worship night service, it was a guy in a wheelchair, and everyone swarmed him to pray for him. It was like, oh, you know, God is going to do it, yada, yada, yada. And I got filled with so much conviction because I'm like, I have something that can help him, but I don't even have the product on me. And I'm sitting here looking stuck on stupid because I didn't even have the courage to even talk to him about Super Patch. I didn't even have the courage. I could have at least said, hey, I have a product, I can help you. But I also felt redundant at that time because I'm like, I don't even have the product on me to him to even demonstrate, because it's already a supernatural thing. Like, people can't wrap their minds around the fact that we have a product that can rewire and fix whatever's internally going on in your body. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I got home. I was filled with so much grief and conviction. And I was on my knees because I knew why I joined the Patch 1 Million mission. I knew that it was like a God thing, that God wants me to go out and help his people and patch people and bring them the breakthrough that they need through these devices. And so I just was filled with so much conviction, and I was on my knees and I was crying and I was weeping. And I said, God, I am so sorry. And so I uploaded a video right then and there. It was a public repentance. Like, I am so sorry about this, et cetera, et cetera. The day before the repentance, I get a coaching call. It was like a few days before all of this. I'm sorry, I got the coaching call from Sanisha and Nina. And they coached me through it. And it was some things that was highlighted that I was going through. You know, I would never forget it. Sanisha said, yeah, you're scattered. Your mind is just everywhere. Ironically, I looked at the state of my home and everything was everywhere. And I'm like, the state of my home is the state of my mind. I'm like, I got to clean up. Mm-hmm. So immediately after the coaching call, I started cleaning up my house. I said, oh my gosh, I got to get it together. I was already feeling internally a shift that was getting ready to happen. I was already feeling a transition. Like, I need to transition from focusing on full-time content for other people and actually building my Super Patch business. So when they coached me, I was already like, OMG, like I was already feeling the shift. Then I got convicted. I said, OMG. So I said, you know what? I posted that public repentance video. And I said, from this day forward, I said, God, I'm going to give myself a small checkpoint. Post consistently for 7 days. Mm-hmm. Do the system for 7 days. Tired and all, didn't feel like doing, laziness and all. I was lazy. I was procrastinating. I was struggling with the imposter syndrome. But after their coaching call, it was like they woke something up in me. Like, they spoke to the leader in me and was like, you need to wake up. You need to get up. And it was like, at that point, I was like, I feel like this is my last call. And I didn't want to miss this call because it's been told to me over the last few months, but I'm like, this time it just feels different. I don't want to miss the call. So I gave myself that small checkpoint. Literally the very next day, it was a meeting, a mindset meeting. And no, they went live. The very next day, they went live on Facebook and said, you guys don't even give yourself a small checkpoint to post for at least 7 days. I said, whoa, they are in my prayer time. I'm like, okay, no, this is divine alignment. So I pushed through, I posted, I got my post up every single day, 7 days, cool. hit 14 days. And it's like every time I was in my prayer time with God, it was like everything they would teach about or speak about, it was like word for word almost. And I don't talk to them every day. I'm sitting here shocked, like, okay, no, God, you really, like, this is for real divine guidance, divine alignment. Then I'm like, okay, I got to get back on the affirmation. So I said, I'm going to force myself. And I took some red lipstick and I did affirmations all over my mirror. So every day I go into that bathroom, I see all of my affirmations. And I got specific this time because Tanisha pointed out, you don't have a definite chief aim. I said, dang, you're right. Now I got a definite chief aim. Now I can sit here and say, no, I definitely want to hit RVP by X, Y, and Z. No, I definitely want to be a 7-figure income earner in Super Patch. So now I wrote on my affirmations, I am a top income earner in Super Patch. Because if God can do it for them, he can do it for me too. So I'm writing this on my mirror. So now every day I wake up, I'm seeing it and I make sure I speak those things over my life.
Absolutely.
So now I'm going. And then literally I hit my 3rd week. Tanisha and Nina, they post on their Facebook. If you give yourself just 3 weeks, I guarantee you'll get at least 1 customer. I looked at my calendar. I said, oh, 3 weeks will literally be on Wednesday. This is my 3rd week. I went to sleep. I closed my eyes after I was so tired this night. So tired. But I said, no. I said, I'm going to stay up and schedule my posts. I was up until 4 o'clock in the morning. I replayed the days that Nina would say, I was up till 4 in the morning scheduling my posts. There's no excuse. There's no excuse why my 30-year-old self should not be up scheduling a simple post on Facebook. So I said, no, I'm going to push through. I'm up. I schedule it. I felt like I was running to the finish line. I was tired, but I was like, I'm going to do it. I scheduled it. I got up from the bed. I was filled with so much joy. Like this is literally a spiritual thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I did it. I scheduled all my posts. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling emotional. I went to sleep. I laid my head on the pillow. I closed my eyes and all I heard was consistency breeds the results you desire. That's all I heard. I knew it was God, but that's all I heard. When I woke up, the first thing I see, you got a new customer straight from the UK. I said, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. And also another thing that I've been saying to myself every day is I'm a vessel for world-changing impact and I'm a viral sensation. That same week, my videos went viral. I was repeating it for 3 weeks with no results. Posting for 3 weeks with no results. And this very week, y'all, I'm stuck. I can't even get off of my phone. I'm responding back to so many people. And I had to publicly post like, yo, Tanisha and Nina, what they're telling you, what they teach you, what they're coaching. I'm not just saying that because I have a relationship with them no, I respect them who they are as top income earners in network marketing, in Super Patch, just who they are in general. And I'm seeing the results of their coaching and their wisdom in my life today, right now at this very moment. So my encouragement to you is to literally just do it. Like it may seem that simple, but it just do it. Just do it. Follow everything that they're telling you to do. Take heed to the wisdom that they are taking the time out to pour into you. Take it. They are spending their time is valuable more than anything, more than $1. So take everything that they're pouring into you and honestly just follow that. They even make tonight's mastermind. I'm like, dang, this is even more simpler than having to find captions and do this and do this. Is very simple. Very simple. So thank you.
I love it. Well, did she say you had a $400 day today?
Oh yeah, I just made $400 today.
Talk.
And then I made $400 a couple of days ago. And I'm selling other packs. And I got more.
Put the hand claps.
Wait, let's go back, Tanisha, because she didn't talk about the investment you made because you were scared. See, this is bigger than what you forgot something.
I did. This is also a very key thing. So for the last months, all I kept hearing them say over and over was, you'll never outperform the version of yourself that you already, that
Your
you see.
concept of yourself.
Your
Yeah.
concept of yourself. And for months, I was buying 2-packs here. I'll buy a little victory patch here. Like, I'll buy Victory Liberty. Like, I was just buying the bare minimum. I never took the time out to invest. But after they charged me up, and I was like, and I started realizing what's in front of me and what I truly have in my hands. Like, now when I hold a pack of patches, I'm like, dang, I'm holding $1 million in my hand. Like, that's how I view it now. And so once I got that revelation, I'm like, I got to make an investment. Like, I just got to make the investment. So what I did was, because I didn't have the money to make the investment at the time in my bank account physically. I didn't have it physically in my bank account. Hear me when I say that. Physically, the money was always there. I just didn't have it physically. And I said, God, okay, God, I'm ready. I need the money. I just need you to put the money in my account. Woke up the next day, I felt great. I said, oh, this is gonna be a big money day. Just talking. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Your words are powerful. I said, this is gonna be a big money day. 2 hours later, boom, $1,500 hit my account. I can invest in my business. Boom. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make the investment. So I'm like, I want to be wise about it. When I seen Nina, I said, okay, I'm ready to do it. She said, okay. She gave me the breakdown on what to do, what to get, how to get it. And I was there. I said, all right, we're gonna do it. Boom. Invested in 20 packs of patches. That's the biggest pack I've ever bought since being a part of Super Patch. I invested in the product, and she said, now watch what happens to your business.
Mm-hmm.
That was 3 weeks ago.
And the pullback is like the science behind all of that, right, Gaz? Because when she's telling the story, it can sound like she's trying to be motivating, but that's not what happened. What you see in the beginning of the story that she's saying is her identity shifted, right? Her identity shifted. And so when you start talking to yourself differently, right? All of a sudden, number one, she had proximity, which proximity doesn't necessarily breed success, because she was living in Nina's house and still wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. Because again, check me out. If she had have been doing what Nina was doing, she would have breeded results that was bigger than her identity. So what life does is life tells you that she was busy trying to become a content creator. That's if you have language of the natural realm. In the spiritual realm, what was actually happening is her content declaration was keeping her safe from a territory she wasn't qualified to be in. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Yes or no? So now all of a sudden she's a content creator, which she still is, one of the best to ever do it. But what you saw was an identity shift. And that's what I keep trying to tell people. And that identity shift starts, guys, that identity shift starts with self-talk. It is big. The identity shift is bigger than the reels. The identity shift is bigger than a sale. The identity shift is bigger than an investment. The reason it made sense for her to invest the $1,000 or the $1,500 is because investments, when you see somebody like Nina that probably buy a Flex 40, I don't know, 2 times a week, I don't know, but I can see it in the back office. That type of purchase matches her identity. Follow me. That type of purchase matches her identity, because if you don't believe that you're a 7-figure networker, or you don't believe that you're going to make a 6-figure income off of customers, you will never feel called to make an investment like that. That's when it would just sound like we doing network marketing again. And that's not what we're doing. So everything about you matches your identity. The identity shifts through self-talk and self-conversation. If you don't truly believe that you're the person that is the woman or the man for the job in your city, you will never, ever feel like it makes sense to buy more than 2 packs of patches. Imagine being on a 7-figure network marketing training and you got 2 packs of patches in your house. That it makes no sense to have that conversation. So again, if you look around your house right now, when you look at the product that you have, when you look at what you're doing, it's all a reflection of your identity. And I want one other person to talk because people think I'm joking when I say, for me personally, I tell Nina gives a little more grace than I do. I don't think that it's fair that if I am going to pour myself and we're going to pour ourselves and people are so comfortable not doing what they're supposed to do, you're telling me you don't respect our relationship. If me and you are supposed to be friends and we're locked in and you don't do what I'm asking to do, you're just letting me know I don't feel about you the way that you feel about me. Are you following me? Yes or no? Put yes in the comments. And I'm saying that as a daughter to some of you guys, a friend to some of you, a big sister. Listen, it's not fair, right? That's just like a lot of networkers. They would charge you $1,000 to be on this training, right? Nina gets paid $3,500 to host for 30 minutes. And we're on here and it's cool. We're not saying that in any other way besides if we friends and you got my back and I got your back, we're going to do the best that we can to deliver everything that you need for you to be extremely successful. But it's your responsibility to be fair, meaning that if we pour into you, you're going to pour back because it's team effort. Somebody type team in the comments. And real quick, because I was training with Roz in the last few days, and she has definitely had an identity shift. Rosin, just tell them because people don't believe it when I say I'm just not going to do it. If we ain't cool like that, then we're not cool like that. If I'm a respect and pour into you, it's your responsibility to pour back. Go ahead and talk about your success you've had.
And the pour back for us that get the training from you, to get the coaching, the one-on-one coaching, that phone call,
Right.
is if you don't do the system, that's disrespect.
Yes.
It's disrespect. But I had that coaching call and it's almost like what Grace was talking about. But you had called me probably a month ago and you said it's the identity shift.
Mm-hmm.
Stanisha asked me, how much money do you want to make? And I told her how much. She said, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, I do. She said, what are you going to do with it?
Say the number.
$75,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
She said, what are you going to do with it? And I'm like, so it doesn't make sense. You have to become the type of person that makes $75,000. But it's not just going to come to you. You got to do the activity. You have to have that daily work that from sun up to sundown. It all has to match. And you may have 1 or 2 days where, like Nina, I haven't been feeling good this week, but I just couldn't. I didn't even have the heart to tell Stanisha I'd been sick, but I know she heard me coughing and going on. But it was more like, it doesn't matter if you're sick, because I can act like I'm sick and not show up. Because and I have to say this, because what she gonna throw in my face is, Nina was sick too. That's what she gonna say. Nina was sick too. What's your excuse? And she might say, what's your excuse? She'll give her an excuse. And I promise you the next question she's gonna ask you is, and are you really satisfied with that reason? Because nothing is an excuse to not do your work for yourself. I want to tell y'all this. You need to go numb to what you know and take tonight as a new birth. Right. Because what they're doing is they have watched and compared and came up with this strategy of it was for us 3 ugly jugs, and the verbiage was the same. We couldn't change the verbiage. We couldn't change anything. We had people trying to create their own stuff with their own pretty jugs. We had other people that were like, I don't want to say this, I want to say that, and add frilly dillies and thinking that if they added some flowers to it, it would change things. Stick with the program. And I can promise you, if you stick to it every day, just like it says, and I was finishing up doing my scheduling for tomorrow. For this, some of you guys won't do it because you're thinking, well, now what do I do? Get a book, do some inner work, get your patches ready to go out. I know this is not what she wanted me to say, but you gotta, because this is gonna take out a lot of time of you doing the things you normally do because you're trying to think of what to do and what to post. You got a lot of time on your hands now. So now it's time to get ready. This is that identity shift. You better believe those sales are about to pick up. You better be ready.
Mhm.
You better be ready.
So you had resistance. When did your business pick up? What, 2 months ago? Month ago?
It picked up a month ago, but it
What
shifted
happened?
2 weeks ago.
Well, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, let's be honest. Like I said on the call, guys, there is a lot of people that think that they're working and you're not. You wouldn't get picked for the A team. And that's why I don't coach a lot of people, because I'm going to be real with you. There was a time gap of about 45 days that me and Rosalind didn't have a conversation.
She wouldn't
It
pick up my
doesn't
call.
have
She wouldn't
anything
call
to
back.
do- Why would I call you? Because you already proved to me you don't respect me. And guys, that's in order for us to form an army of ambassadors that can perform. The way you prove your respect is by doing the system. And I know Nina, thank you, Rosalind. I know Nina has one lady that's absolutely killing it right now. And I want to bring her up. Let me see how I pull. Rosalind, take yourself off of the spotlight. But guys, yeah, I'm not playing. So I don't know if this is very serious for us. We are trying to scale this business, scale our team, and be able to measure, how our team is doing. And in order for us to do that, people have to be able to pay attention to the system. We're not lenient with it. Well, I did no. It's a daily routine that everyone follows. If this organization is going to hit 3.5 million in sales by July, it is going to be a collective thing where I don't care nothing about no motivational speaking, okay? So when you have a language, if you're going to be a 7 or 8 figure earner, we should be able to pull any one of y'all up and we all sound the same. Why? Because everyone's just working the system, right? We're working the system. Nina, go ahead.
Bernice is here. So Bernice, unmute, boo.
I don't see her.
She's there. I don't know why we can't. Let me see. Why is it
Let me see.
multi-speaker? Let me see.
Bernice. I'm gonna add her to the thing. More, add to spotlight. Okay, do you see her? Okay, Bernice, unmute yourself.
Hey guys, can you see me?
We can.
Okay.
Give us some of that $10,000 worth of product you have to get almost every 2 weeks because of what you're doing.
Oh yeah, that's about right because I'm running low now. But I just basically I'm just passionate about the patches. They have changed my family's life. They have given my family back their quality of life, not only with my sister, but with my bone-on-bone knee pain every day, with my my best friend's pain. And I'm just committed to the mission. I just feel like I just feel like I have to. I have like everybody says, I have this device in my hand and I feel like I have to share it with the world. So I am doing things that I never would have done in my life. I'm stopping people with limps. I'm stopping people in the grocery store. I'm stopping people everywhere I go. There was a lady, I promise you, she was in the gas station buying paint, BC powders. And I almost just told her, you don't want to do that. But I felt it was awkward. I didn't want to stop the sale, but I can't keep them in. And it's so easy. They come to me because it's like, just like Coach Nina was teaching us, all you have to do is follow the steps and patch and post and share and care. And they come to me every time I go to my Facebook. There is always messages. Where can I get the
Mhm.
patches? Where are you? So forth, so on. Nonstop. If I go on there right now, because I've been on this call for this time, but if I go on when I hang up, there's probably about 10 or 15 messages. People wanting to know where I can get the patches, where they can
Mhm.
meet me, how they can get patched. And all I'm doing is simply doing what you guys told me to do. Now, I'll admit in the beginning, I wasn't following nobody's rules because I just felt like I didn't need to go to the boards. I didn't felt like I didn't need to do anything. I thought
Yeah.
going to the boards and researching and studying was a
Yeah.
waste of time because I just
Yeah.
needed to patch people. I just saw
Yeah.
people's lives changing, and I wasn't going to do all of that. And and Coach Nina was so patient with me. Every time I asked her a question, she would answer it, but she would say, "It's in the boards. It's in the boards. It's in the
Yeah.
boards." And then I just felt convicted. I just felt like it was unfair. I was like, you know what?
Mhm.
I'm not. I need to go and learn. I need to stop pulling on her because
Mhm.
she's major and she don't. But when I tell you that woman right there, I'm almost
Mhm.
gonna cry. That woman right there was so
Oh.
patient with me because I was
Mm.
running all over the city. I mean, even to the point where she was on a call and I knew she was training, but I came over there and she screamed, "I'm training." And I acted surprised like I didn't know, but I was listening to her on the phone on the way over there. But I knew she was gonna let me in and I was just gonna wait
I
until I
love it.
got those patches.
Yeah.
And but at the end of the day, I can honestly say when I just started falling in line, I did see a huge increase in my
Okay.
business.
Okay.
It was picking up because I was passionate, but it increased when I started following the process. I can honestly admit to that.
And what's this I hear you qualified for the trip to Cabo the
Oh
first
yeah, I wasn't
22.
gonna let y'all beat me. Oh no way. I'm very competitive. And I'm about
And
to win and I'm gonna win another one before
period.
June.
I know that's right.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get another
I
two
got
people
one
out there
question for you.
somehow.
Because Nina always brags about you, and I obviously can see what you're doing too. Like you are killing it. What would you say to everyone that is on the line? If you could produce 100 you, what would it take for them to be like you? What would it
To be
take?
honest, my
Yeah,
favorite slogan that I got from Coach Nina is
come on.
keep shuffling. Because
Mm,
some days people will say no to you. I don't even let
mhm.
that bother me. I just
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
hearing that in my head. Okay,
Mhm,
you're gonna run up, you
mhm,
in cards, there's all
mhm,
kind, your lows, your
mhm,
highs.
mhm.
Eventually, you're gonna shuffle to an ace, you're gonna get a king, you're gonna get a
Yes,
queen, you're gonna get a
yes.
jack, you're gonna get all different kinds, but you're gonna have those days where you don't get nothing. Just keep
Mm,
shuffling, keep moving, don't stop. I
come
mean,
on.
I don't get discouraged because I know I got what people need. When I call
Come on.
people, I'm like, you need to try this. I don't even give them
Come
an
on.
option. I'm
Come
like,
on.
you need to try this. I got something that will change your family's lives. That's how I present it. Like, I got what you need. Not like this is an option. Oh, I'm trying to sell you
For sure,
something.
for sure,
I'm
for
like, I
sure.
got something. I know your mom can't walk.
For
I know
sure.
your mom is in pain. I
For
know you
sure.
jacked up. You know you need this.
Yeah.
So that's because I've seen how it changes my family life. So my favorite thing in all of this, I just can't keep that out of my head. Coach Nina will tell you, I bought the cards. I give them out to all of my associates who I see that are aggressively working, and that's
Mm,
what we say all day long, and we
I
encourage
love
each
it.
other with. Just keep shuffling. That didn't work out. Keep shuffling. Keep shuffling. Then you'll get you, like Coach Nina always says, a Dr. Dunn. You'll
That's
get you
right.
a Coach Nina. You'll
Yes.
eventually get somebody. Because one of the frustrating parts that can be in this is that you want everybody to work like you that's on your team. And of course, that doesn't always happening. But if you
Mhm,
keep shuffling, you're going to get
mhm,
you
mhm.
somebody. You're gonna
Come
attract
on.
people just like you.
Come on.
And just keep
And
working. Just keep
a
moving.
testament to that is that how did you find Nina?
Listen to me. This is the weirdest thing.
Talk
It's a
about it.
bunch of y'all out there doing super patch. But she was the only one that kept coming in my feed. I never heard any of you guys doing it but her. I mean, now I see everybody. But it was like I was blinded and only her feeds kept coming up.
So you were
I thought she
completely,
was the only one in the world doing super patch.
so let me ask you a question because I want them to hear this. You were completely unaware of who Anina Moore was, but
Never heard of her in my
because
life.
and because where city you living in?
Atlanta with her.
And because she was completely faithful over shuffling, as her slogan language is, and posting those reels every single day, she has the fastest Well, I got the fastest because she was one of the fastest, but I'm just saying, we know we don't hear
Gotcha.
collective. But she has one of the first act in the top 3 in the whole company of people who qualified for the leadership trip, and you didn't even know who she was, but because
Never
of
heard of her
reels.
in my life.
Guys, if that's not enough for you to be like, let me stop playing around, I'm making this business way more difficult than what it needs to be. There go your thing right there. Well, congratulations to you because Nina talks about you all the time, and now
Oh,
I'm talking to her. I always go, yeah, I like Bernice because all of the things that she says you do. But congratulations to you. Can't wait to hang out with you in
thank you.
Mexico, and I can't wait for us to get 100 more of you.
I'm excited. I'm gonna help bring
Yes,
those
ma'am.
100.
I know that's right. Nice meeting you. All right, Nina, I'll let you close it out with whatever you want to say, and we're gonna get off of here.
Listen, I don't really think there's anything left to say. I think we've said it all. What I do want everyone to do is at least see, I know they got lost in the shuffle, because we're commenting, but I did put video day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And Stanisha, if you would, I need 2 more videos from you to drop
Okay.
page
Okay.
6, day 6 and 7. So
Okay.
we want you to have 7 videos. All right, you guys, 7 videos. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay. Let me see. I was trying to clear this. All right. Wait a minute. I think I messed up. Hold on. I'm trying to get myself back on screen with you, Tanisha. I don't know what I just did. Okay, so anyway, can you put me back on screen with you? I don't even see myself now. Something just happened to my screen.
There you
All right,
go.
let me add you back.
Oh, you see the Capricorn getting to work. Look at that.
Yep, he got to work.
I see you,
All right,
Sean.
there we go. So we're both on the screen now. So Stanisha, I dropped day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. Stanisha's gonna drop day 6 and day 7. All right.
Okay.
So don't worry. Yes. If you give me a second, as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna go and so that you guys can schedule out your next 7 days. And after 7 days, listen, we're going to redo. We're just gonna start back to day 1 video. Does everybody understand that? Just keep rotating back around. All right. I had the times up here, but did anybody copy
What
those?
numbers am I doing? 6 and 7?
Yeah, 6 and 7. Because I posted your guy with the green shirt because that went viral.
Did you
And
post the lady with the knee that I had? That went viral too.
I
The
don't know.
the girl that had the surgery, that got like 1.4
All right,
million.
put that one there. Put it there.
I already uploaded
Rosalind,
it.
do you have it? Oh, all
I
right.
uploaded it.
You uploaded it here? But see,
Yeah,
they so far up. Or send them to me so I can make sure I put them, send them to my phone.
I'm uploading it. It's
All right.
cool. Let's
And
see.
then I still need to send it to me. We're gonna
Did
give
you get the lady with the MS?
I don't have her either. Not in this. So where are you putting it again?
They're right here in the messenger.
They're all in the messenger and they're going to be in the WhatsApp and in the Telegram chat where all the videos are. And Dr. Dunn has dropped the link to the Telegram few
Yeah,
times.
let's just upload it in the Telegram. They losing it here.
Okay. Y'all that you
Yeah.
have lost them now. All right. But please copy the schedule. 7:57, 8:57, 9:57. It's not difficult to remember if you just go every hour on the hour at 7:57, 8:57, 9:57. Okay. So I need Tanisha, just send me those. Dr. Dunn, please drop the Telegram link again, please. Everybody join the Telegram chat.
Put the Telegram link in the WhatsApp, please.
And there's a folder that literally just says videos and testimonies. All right.
Okay.
There's a folder that says videos and testimonies. Everything is categorized in that Telegram chat. All right. So if you're looking for videos, if you're looking for like Jay talking about Super Patch, all of those are categorized. And let me even do this. Let me edit this. This is called Patch 1 Million. Patch 1 million. Telegram. So when you're looking
While she
for
doing that, how many of y'all are going to qualify for the trip? Put trip in the comments. One of the best ways to do that is to start driving traffic to your site. That volume adds up. So, and then,
It
yeah, we
does.
need to it adds up.
Quick
And you'll
question.
start, huh?
Quick question. So some of the students that signed up for the class tomorrow, they said they won't get in trouble, right? For not posting.
Well, what they need to do is they need to post a reel. They may not understand how to change the audio, but they need to
can
put
still
something
post
up
it.
there.
Yeah.
So text them the video, even if it ain't got no caption, don't have anything, they need to post. How many people scheduled for the class?
There is hold on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
There
8.
should be at least 30 people.
8 people so far, and I got about 12, 13 inquiries. I'm still waiting for people to respond. They probably
Send the 20 guys. Listen, we gotta move fast. There should be, if you're not on that class, that just means you know how to post. Tomorrow, I'm going to be very disappointed if we train for 3.5 hours and you don't pay $27 for an expert to help you. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to say after that.
Did Dr.
That's
Don
what
drop the Telegram? Tedra, somebody drop the Telegram chat, please. The link. Marguerite, somebody. Drop the link to the Telegram chat. And the new Telegram, the title of the Telegram says Patch 1 Million Telegram. It is updated now. And it has me and Stanisha's picture on there. All right? So you don't need the WhatsApp if you have the time. I'm just telling you, it's all the same information. So we drop in the Telegram so that you can, right, there you go. No worries. All right? And if you go there, all the videos are right there in a folder that says videos and testimonies. All right, it's going to say that. So it says Patch 1 Million Telegram. You'll see, there it is. See, it's been updated now. And it is Stanisha and I's picture on there. You see that? It says Patch 1 Million Telegram. When you open that up, you'll see categorized folders. And the folder says videos and testimonies. So you'll see that I've already put day 1. All right. I'm going to go in and put day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. And what we'll do is the leaders will continue to post those videos day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. Then once you finish, we'll rotate the videos back out again. But we're for 30 days, meaning we won't stop until April 11th. All right. 30 days. We're going to go all the way till April 11th because we need to measure the level of your success working this strategy. All right, everybody? Do whatever you want in your stories. You should still be patching. So Rosalind said, you're going to have all this extra time on your hand. So what will you be doing with that time? Patching, following up. All right. Making new friends on social media. Listen, when you get new friends and followers, you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to go interact with them. So now you'll have more time to build the connections with all of your new friends on Instagram, TikTok, and or Facebook. All right. And if you have more time because you've already done it on one platform, you've got time now to go put those same videos on TikTok, those same videos on your Instagram. All right, wherever you post, but pick one platform that you post on regularly. And then once you have time, you go to the other platforms. All right, you guys? All right. So we gave you all we got for tonight. All right. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your evening. I am doing a mindset call every day at 9 a.m. It is for Buy Back the Block group. However, mindset is mindset. And right now, you know that we all need it. All right. All of us need it because we're in the middle of our what? Identity shift. Thank you so much, Tanisha Graham. Thank you to all of you that gave your testimonies. Thank you to Grace Tatum for taking it upon upon you to go ahead and train those that can't, don't know how to do the reels, because together, everybody achieves more. All right. Good night and God bless you all. And if you're not active, get active. It is the 11th of the month.
Where's the smart ships? Buy 3, get 1 free. It's so much to train on.
Right. All right, we're going to talk about that later. But get active.
All right.
You should not be on here and not be active. All right. Good night and God bless you.